Greetings and welcome to a very public spanking off. This week, we're going to the moon. Or are we? Who knows?
Except for
Best
there.
man Stanley Kubrick. This week, I'm joined as usual by Jason with a D.
Hello, everybody.
And of course, a very tired edible napalm.
Yeah, I haven't slept in 48 hours, and I'm at the point where I think my teeth are falling out, so that's fun.
This will be a great show.
Yeah, I'm so hopped up on cold medicine at this point, I think my body is internally producing meth.
And joining us as a guest host is Godless Engineer.
What up?
Oh yeah, Atticus might not be here for a while, guys, because somebody in the comments asked about Atticus. He's got to work for the next couple of Saturdays.
Yeah, his job has him working on Saturdays now.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. Anyway, we've got a new Patreon, which means we've got to do a new dedication. You want to do super retarded Chinese Buddha, or shall I just do backwards Jesus?
Just do it as yourself. We haven't done backwards Jesus in 2 years.
I don't know. My sister wife and I would like to dedicate the show.
Okay, please don't, because now no one can understand. You're almost understandable in Scottish. You're completely not understandable when you're backwards Jesus now.
Does backwards Jesus like turn like multiple fish and loaves of bread into one loaf of bread and fish?
He turns water into moonshine.
He turns wine into water.
No, he turns water into moonshine, and he turns one fish into a handful of food stamps.
Would he actually be like dark-skinned if it's backwards Jesus? I mean, considering how they depict him.
Actually dark-skinned? Yeah. So wouldn't backwards Jesus actually be like our idea of Jesus culturally with the straight hair?
You guys are missing it. It's not backwards Jesus like Bizarro Superman. It's backwoods, as in hillbilly Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I was not there to translate.
Let's be honest. You fucking throw a fucking Leonard Skinner shirt on fucking the pictures of Jesus and shit, and give him a fucking like Marlboro Light or something, and like he looks like a fucking backwoods guy.
I gotta say,
maybe have him lose some of his teeth. Although you know what, you never see fucking Jesus's teeth, so maybe he did have like redneck teeth, and he was just all gap tooth and shit.
That wouldn't surprise me.
The show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh damn it! I've lost it.
I'm sorry, but we're talking
what's
about
going on there?
Jesus. There's big Jesus news. Passion of the Christ 2 Crucifixion Boogaloo has finally happened.
This show is dedicated to Master Duck, while I can actually say it.
Ooh, Master Duck.
Yeah.
I can't wait until we do his topic, because he picked the Confederacy, and oh boy, do I have a lot of opinions on the Confederacy.
I bet you do.
Or as I call them, fucking losers. You lost the fucking warfare and square, you hicks. Fucking accept it, suck it up.
This here is 10 reasons why the moon landing is a hoax. When it plays.
Please tell me we're going to see Buzz Aldrin.
This is going to be another one of those shows where we hear the same fucking thing over and over again.
Actually, a hoax.
Please tell me we either get to see Buzz Aldrin punch the guy, or we get to see that guy tonight. Because I don't want to see Buzz Aldrin punch him.
Fake, who knows? I would like to believe that it's real, but some of this evidence is just kind of hard to disprove. So it kind of makes you think.
No, it's very easy to disprove. It's hard to disprove to you.
First off, the biggest piece of evidence that everyone knows is that the flag was waving in the video.
No, it wasn't, you dumbass. It was, okay. In order to get the flag to look like that, they had to put an armature at the top. so that it would have that nice little flat effect.
The exact date. But anyway, it was broadcast on live television. It could be very clearly seen.
You know that flag's completely white now because of all the solar radiation that's hit it?
Oh, that's sad.
On Earth, but on the moon, there is no air. Therefore, there's no way that a flag could blow. There's no wind to blow it. There's no air. Therefore, there's no wind. Therefore, the flag could not be rippling. Now, of course, NASA had all kinds of ways around this thing.
Of scientific explanations.
Yeah, them and their science.
Gravity on the moon causes ripples to last longer. I don't really know if I believe that, but that's what they say to cover it up. I don't know.
You made a video about the 10 reasons why we didn't land on the moon. You don't believe that. We could take you to the fucking moon, and you'd say that we drugged you and hypnotized you.
The module itself, as you can see, it's highlighted there. It's circled. There is no crater. Now, if you're not familiar with how these things land, they have to use a thruster to push down so the thing doesn't just come barreling in and crash. There's actually a booster blowing, huge amounts of energy out the bottom to keep this thing stable.
Anybody else want to answer this?
Night I was watching fucking
on the moon from blowing it in and crashing. But as you can see, it looks like there's no
way that he could know how much force it would take to make a crater, or the gravity on the moon is like what 1/6 that of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't take that much thrust to actually.
Floating, maybe.
Sorry. I'm just gonna say most of the moon's surface is
had been
loose soil, loose gravel and sand.
The downward force. It's kind
the other thing is that they use their thrusters as they're coming in to slow down.
Right.
They usually don't use them when they're very close to the surface, because they don't want to kick up a whole bunch of crap when they're landing.
I don't want to point out.
Well, right, and like I said, the gravity. I think that you would probably just be able to use those corrective, like air thrusters. Close.
Because there's only one light source on the moon, that being the sun.
It's a triangle. That proves everything, guys.
It's the Illuminati, guys.
As we know, triangles are the most evil fucking shape there is.
Right.
If you look to the left, me and my sister wife are visiting night. Handy.
Also, there's a ridge there partially obscuring the rest of that shadow. It's just that the pictures were grainy and they're kind of hard to differentiate.
Look, I can see an R2-D2 clearly underneath that rock at the front there.
In secret here on Earth.
Yeah, you can look. If you look close enough, you can see Stanley Kubrick.
Shadows. Could not.
Oh God, are we gonna get to see any of those? Because I was watching Room 237 last night.
Why would you want to spend an entire night listening to crazy?
That's kind of
because you know what? It's the second time I've seen that movie because I was like, you know what? I want to watch this again. And because like Jason said, it is 90% crazy. There's one good fucking theory in that movie, and it's about like how we deal with genocide as a culture.
Yes, zoom in on a helmet that does not have
the rest of them are just. And the fucking worst one is the one where it's The Shining was Stanley Kubrick's apology for faking the moon landing.
Mm-hmm.
It was his guilt.
I want to point out that the image they say is in the visor is a completely different visor to the one they're trying to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different angle.
The other thing I want to point out is that while Stanley Kubrick did direct 2001, he didn't create the special effects for it. He was the director. That's it.
Well,
how come it's not Douglas Trumbull faked the moon landing? He's the guy who's in charge of the visual effects.
The main thing that the Stanley Kubrick moon landing theory hinges on is Stanley Kubrick asked NASA if he could use one of their fucking super powerful fucking lenses for his movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm sorry about that, but that's what they're dealing with today back in 1969. giant camera.
And he didn't even ask it for 2001 Space Odyssey. He asked it for that weird one, Barry Allen or fucking whatever it was, that weird period piece that he did that nobody fucking remembers.
Apollo 11. There is not a single star in the sky. It's completely
Yeah, because you're on a bright white surface, idiot. Oh my god.
Stars!
The cameras looked that great back then. But why do we take pictures of stars here on Earth, but we can't take pictures of stars from the moon when they should be very, very much visible? There should be not that much light, especially when you're facing the
Let me get this straight, idiot.
millions and millions
NASA spent billions of dollars to fake a moon landing, and they forgot to put stars in the pictures they took. Right?
All the recognizable.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
they
that just
forgot
makes it
to
more
put
believable.
film scratches. One of the most easy things to fucking do with film. You literally just fucking scratch a white splotch in.
They decided to.
He didn't do that. Ed fucking Wood knew how to do film scratches, for fuck's sake.
Or the infamous Sea Rock picture.
Okay.
People are honestly
Perfectly symmetrical capital C on this rock.
Do we really
That's
need
not-
to? That is a piece of hair.
Barry Lyndon, yeah. I didn't like it because fucking it's like 80 hours long and like I don't really like fucking Victorian era period pieces.
Also, I'm at what point? It's not perfectly symmetrical at
Oh
all.
boy, the Sea Rock.
Turned around, it's on the wrong side. The person setting it up.
Also, explain to me how that's on there. Is that pen?
is marked,
Sharpie?
and who knows what the C stands for?
No, they're saying it's like an imprint, like the company that like you know how like if you have like a piece of plastic that has like the things written on it, that's what they're like. But NASA showed what this is. It's a fucking piece of hair.
Yeah, that's it. I already said that.
This famous photograph, or should I say, two photographs that are supposedly taken on Apollo 15 on separate occasions. These were supposed to be pictures that were supposed to be taken while doing a
Well, for a start,
mission up on the
The
moon.
backgrounds don't match exactly.
They're supposed to be
They don't match at all.
miles apart or something along those lines, 10 kilometers.
Yeah, the only thing that matches is there's a dip.
Different
No,
places.
no. Okay, look. There's a slight mountain on the left, and there's a slight mountain on the right.
Right.
That matches perfectly. I mean, it's like you could have traced it.
Almost scarily perfect, 100%.
Oh, so 100%.
Scarily perfect.
Yeah, that is yeah, it's scarily perfect. That's the word I would use for this.
That NASA was shooting, they were just kind of fucking too lazy to change the backgrounds. Yeah, that's kind of a cheesy.
Despite the backgrounds being
Lazy
different.
crack open his minds. Well,
Background moon's dropping set.
God,
Just
is
saying,
Buzz
man.
Allen still alive? Can we do like a Patreon to send Buzz Allen to this guy's house to punch him?
Now, there's one more thing I want to touch on, and that is the
You know,
gravity or
that's
the lack.
seriously the best thing to come out of Moonlanding conspiracies is when that jackass confronted Buzz Allen and called him a liar, and Buzz
Buzz
Allen
Aldrin?
being like, yeah, Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin being all like 70 years old, just decked the motherfucker. Oh.
They changed the
Ah, not as good as my 80-year-old great uncle, but never mind.
Good old fucking Buzz Aldrin.
I couldn't show that to you guys.
I was
know what,
waiting
that-
for the compelling evidence.
So
You know, that guy right there at the end, that's exactly what I look like every Saturday night.
Hmm?
Why can't
That's
we be
what
watching
Matt
this?
looks like now.
I kind of want to see these videos now. Fairies are antidepressants.
What?
Subscribe button.
Okay,
Fairies
he's got
are
a theory
antidepressant.
about Dexter's Laboratory.
Peace out.
Look down. It says 100% proof moon landing hoax.
Oh my
flat
god,
earth, NASA
no.
fraud.
Oh,
Again-
awesome. This is a
Again,
twofer.
why did they need to convince us of a globe? Of a,
So
of
this
a,
Because
around Earth?
don't you remember the fucking round, the the round Earth hoax is the first hoax you learn. It's like the gate. It's the marijuana of conspiracy hoaxes. It's like if we get you hooked on saying the Earth is round, we could get you idiots to believe anything.
Matt, to what end? Why are they trying to convince us that the Earth is round?
Because
is
the
the
Jews
over-
want the Christian babies to make their blood bread. I don't know, Jason.
They keep insisting that the Earth is flat, but they don't say why there's a major conspiracy to convince us that it's round.
Because like because then you can believe anything they throw at you, and then they can control you. I don't know. They're idiots.
It's all about controlling airfare. We just want to get cheaper airfare.
Oh, there we go. NASA is against God. I don't know how to tell you this, dude, but NASA's winning against God.
If you add a T and change the letters around in NASA, what do you get? Satan. There you go,
I wanted
Jason.
to show you something.
There's no T in that.
I know. I said you have to add a T. It's like with the Bible code. You're allowed to add and subtract letters as long as you get the results you want.
Oh.
What I'm seeing here is the moon of Neptune with the sandworms from Beetlejuice.
I don't see anything.
I see
Wait,
like a hand, I guess.
Is this not a scene from Alien?
Is this a crime scene photo? What are we looking at?
There.
I think
Oh yes,
Yes,
please tell us how they
yes.
faked microgravity.
Like, he doesn't even care.
He doesn't even care.
Like,
Is this person like 12?
What are we supposed to be?
Yes, it doesn't matter if they're 45 or 80, they're 12. Mentally.
God, I really hope like fucking Bradley doesn't become this when he's like, because you know what makes me so sad? He signed up for fucking YouTube the other day.
Who did?
Bradley.
I've just remembered
And I'm like,
something
oh,
I have to
God.
tell everyone.
What?
Remember furry cringe videos that we had?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't think I was on
Unfortunately,
that.
you were.
I don't remember.
Remember
doing
we
it.
had the guy chopping up the doll and put the doll's head on a wolf body.
Okay. No,
Long
I
time
don't.
and creepy.
Okay. How long ago was this?
A wee while. It's sadly a fake video. I have to depart. It was a fake. The guy was the wifey that the guy was supposed to be obsessed with has been talking to this guy since she was 15. She approached at the furry sex video, and there was this obsessed stuff, and they fell out. Apparently,
Okay.
What
Why are
brought
we
this
bring-
on?
it's a fake.
Why did we need to
I don't know.
bring the show to a complete
For the
halt?
show that we don't even remember doing?
Are you now, Angus? Because this seems like a meme.
Come on, we got important
guys,
bullshit
guys.
to watch.
You remember the thing? You remember the thing you clearly don't remember? It was fake.
didn't go back on him. Something which I found very interesting.
I'm sure you
This
do.
is-
They
I
found
can't
it
tell if this is
important
like a young boy or a woman.
trip to the moon. Isn't that a bit weird? Why would you do that? And how would you do that? And second of all, why is that so important? If you are on a mission to the moon,
Oh my
Might
god,
as
if Quaaludes could fucking speak, it would be this fucking voice.
but no, we had to shoot during the moon missions.
Jesus Christ.
Housekeeping.
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 Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Guys,
You want
look,
towel?
the moon is smaller than the Earth. There's no way that's real.
Remember, this woman wants to probably insist that the moon is a disk floating in space,
And then
despite the fact that all you have to do is watch it to know that it's not.
I want to come up with my own crazy conspiracy. Like the moon is actually bigger than the Earth or something.
But then you'll get
Something
batshit
has to-
crazy followers.
Yeah, and then I can exploit them for my own financial gain.
I don't think they have a whole lot of money to begin with.
Look, I'm willing to be like Fundy Monster.
Is this person saying that because the sun is the Earth is smaller?
The fuck
I'd
if
be
I
worse
know,
than
Angus?
Fundy.
This is all I hear.
it's small. So which is it?
Yeah, and I can't pay attention
Oh
to
my-
anything they say because I'm just like, one, extremely bored of their voice, and two, just still trying
Is
to
this
figure
woman-
out, are they a... It's a woman? Okay.
Is this woman Scottish?
No.
This picture.
She has an accent, though.
Just because she has an accent doesn't mean she's Scottish.
Yeah,
No, all
kinda
accents are
sounds
from
more
Scotland.
Sounds more like
No.
Eastern European, kind of.
Yeah, Eastern
So
European.
we have some size issues here.
She's saying that because the pictures from the moon have the Earth being smaller than
We
it,
can't...
it's not real.
Wait, so she's saying that because the moon is smaller than the Earth, it's not real? What?
Because the moon is smaller than the Earth, and the pictures from the moon have the Earth being smaller, it's not real.
Does
Yeah,
she
or
not
is
know
it
about
the moon-
The
physics?
Earth has to be bigger because she's a fucking moron. Because she doesn't understand perspective.
I don't understand this.
We can see the other two with
Okay, we're listening to Apollo 11, right?
see white bands of major cloud formations across the Earth. Roger, the ATC is working real well. The F-22 looks good, over.
She does know that there was one man left in the spacecraft, right?
No,
That
she
did
doesn't
not
know
go on
anything
the
about
moon.
any of this shit. She's an idiot. She needs to go off into her frickin' Eastern European goat farm and tend her flock and leave us the fuck alone.
There's no other. I will play it.
There is no explanation. Yes, there was one man left behind, you
Was
daft
it?
cow.
See something? Why can we see right through him? It just
I
That's
I
the
have
flag.
the power of sight, you idiot. What are you trying to show us?
and this
A
is
lander?
special footage.
How about that? How about the fact that we're even getting pictures from the moon? Not, oh look, there's anomalies with it. Yes, the pictures were awful,
And
but
the
they were from the
way
fucking
Yeah, this
moon.
was literally the first time.
then
Yeah, this is literally the first time they were like, let's take fucking a picture from another planet
Dude,
and send it to another fucking
some
planet.
films.
The moon's not a planet.
And then
The fucking capitals they were writing in are less purple than a popular today.
this is a clip from the
You know what I
historic
really hate
moon
Your
is the
fucking
fact that we're
iPhone is
literally,
like a fucking 1,000
Matt.
times more powerful than what they went to the moon on.
Matt, we're watching a video of a woman commenting watching a video.
Sign a horrible, hellish inception.
Oh, look, why can't you see through them? Because it was being broadcast from the moon!
Oh, so
I'm sorry we didn't send our IMAX cameras 30 years before they were invented in 1969 to the fucking moon, you dingbat!
yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you know, it took an incredible amount of luck as well as ingenuity to get us to the moon.
Well, I mean, if you could actually see through them, wouldn't the
Do
bottom?
any of the moon lander?
Yeah, wait a minute. What is she implying,
bring
by
up
the way?
the fuck that died.
Not
Like
only
the
did we
first
fake
crew
it,
that died.
not only did we fake it, but the astronauts were apparently made of transparent glass, and that's why we can see through them.
Also, here's the other thing too, Jason. This
Everything perfectly fine, but the most historical moment in history is
Yes.
so important.
Matt, you're breaking up.
Even though
Good footage.
these fucking
And then playing golf.
He's having
video,
he's having the greatest rant that we'll never hear. Matt, we didn't hear a word of what you were just screaming about.
He did warn me that his Wi-Fi booster was fucking up.
So here's another footage.
Yeah.
That's a picture. That's not footage.
Yeah. So, I'm on the unboosted network tonight.
This is incredible.
You know, there's such a thing as two different cameras.
She doesn't know that because she's a fucking idiot.
So another question. Look at this lunar rover. They suppose
Even I couldn't make that out. That was definitely a mumble.
when they went to the moon, so they could drive around there, and that would be a lot faster.
You know what? This is obviously a person that's used to talking
Yeah,
to
look at
themselves on a
this proves
subway.
everything.
In lunar truck.
How the hell is what meant to fit in the lunar rover?
How is what?
Like,
I think she's trying to claim that humans can't sit in that,
which
so
is impossible.
it can't be used.
They have. There's
I don't see any-
footage of them driving it.
No, it's even worse.
Seats!
She doesn't understand that we
People
sent
have-
this on a
People
bigger
have fucking
ship.
recreated!
Show it.
She says it didn't fit on it, that it's too big to fit on the lunar lander.
You know, it's weird. We're getting two extremes. We're getting the low mumble
fucking
from the
lunar
Czechoslovakian
rovers.
girl, and we're getting the high screechy from Matt on the other side. We're getting a whole cornucopia of sound.
She's arguing that the lunar rover is too big to fit in the lunar lander.
They assembled it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you not heard of Tetris?
Wait, why is it Teletubbies?
Like to compare.
Wait, what?
Are they now saying that the astronauts were really Teletubbies?
I don't know.
Look at how they move.
What?
You see how they move? They're definitely Teletubbies.
See that?
Oh,
Two
I
bodies,
see.
garbage experiments, and then nothing.
So the Teletubbies are astronauts. Okay.
Last time I checked, I've never seen a Teletubby drunk on camera though. And
You know what, I'm
that's
fairly
the only way
certain-
you walk sideways.
I'm fairly certain that Teletubby footage is fake. Look at the. You can't see a shadow in there except on the Oh yay! We're gonna see him punch him right in the face. Punch him right in the face, Buzz. Break his goddamn nose.
Yes!
What's really funny is he lays him right out too.
Are you happy, Matt?
Oh, here's this asshole again.
I just got punched out by Aldrin. What do you have to say about
You know
that?
what's even better about it?
Is he holding a? Yeah, he's holding a Bible to get them to swear in the Bible that they actually landed on the moon.
Into the record in the argument. And put your hand
God,
on
I
the
want to
Bible.
hit this guy with a truck. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to beat him to death with a moon rock.
We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight. I don't hit people.
You know, I almost expected a Bible to fly at the window, being like, "Swear on it."
This guy fakes his name and his credentials to get them to agree to an interview, he completely lies about what it is that he's setting them up for.
About all that shit.
So he literally is bothering these people in their homes.
Yeah.
We've got an unedited tape from a source at the Johnson Space Center.
Totally nonsense.
Please, someone beat the shit out of this man.
I like how he mean-mugged the camera.
Not deserve answers. If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
Nice.
These people
Proved nothing.
during their missions. I mean,
All right,
it's
listen
like,
to me, you scuzzy little cunt.
Yeah.
All the people that agreed to lock themselves into a tiny can and launch themselves to a cold rock and come back alive have done more in their lives than you will ever accomplish. I want Folder. I'm going to kill somebody.
I hear one. I'm still hearing one.
This video isn't even a quarter over yet. Do we really want to listen to Mumble Cunt talk about how we didn't land on the moon for another 45 minutes?
Looks like you're on your own, Jason.
Folder.
We still have Cobblers and Matt around, so no.
I don't think
it's not.
Matt can answer.
I'm here.
Say
I'm here.
Folder, Matt. Say Folder. Matt.
Can't.
God damn it. Folder. I say I'm red and I say Folder.
supposed to be the minimum.
I'm Godless Engineer and I say Folder too. Folder.
Folder.
I don't think
Really?
Godless
So
Engineer is
soon?
here. Well, before he
Okay.
left, Godless Engineer said that I could have his vote, so I'm voting for him. Folder.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh, dear. Ooh, no. I won't use that one. I won't use that one. Did you know that back in the day, there was a cartoon?
Yeah, we're aware that there were cartoons.
Did you know that this one was about a bright, plucky bunch of police cadets who were wacky?
Academy?
Yeah.
Police Academy?
The
You're
animated.
gonna make us watch the Police Academy cartoon? No? Oh, you're trying so hard.
Did they just splatter that guy with like cookie cutters or something?
Hooray, the Police Academy!
Yep, if you thought the Toxic Avenger cartoon was not appropriate for kids.
Hey, somebody forgot to dot the I.
What?
Police Academy. Hooray!
Because we had to be told it was a series.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Police Academy really upped their money and. Hello.
That's Mr. Tonto.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, barely.
So,
How did they fit Fat Albert in there?
And if anybody goops on this one, he's gonna be all washed up.
Oh no, it literally made the helicopter's blade stop running. How did that happen?
Oh, this is the
You did
Police
read
Academy.
as we were coming to you. Thanks, House. That's me.
I regret never telling you about fucking failed pilots.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Hey, don't. Why is
This will put a trip in their plans.
Yes.
You know, I've always seen people do that to fire hoses.
Why do they have bazookas?
Pony? All right, you foul-ups. What's going on here? This is Ben Needy, Captain. I'm Mr. Tontine's groundskeeper. Mr. Tontine gave orders.
We just ruined a $5 million helicopter.
With water.
Where can we find Mr. Tontine?
We're a little cramped for space here at the summer house, but I thought my daughter's wedding would be
What
safer
the hell?
on the island.
Say, Mr. Tontine.
This note came in the mail.
Are they police officers or detectives?
I'm afraid whoever sent that note intends
They
to
shouldn't even
kidnap
be
our
here.
daughter. But we mustn't create a panic. No one must know you
He's
police
furiously
are guarding
masturbating.
They're cartoon police.
Right, okay.
They do whatever.
All
We
finished.
have Mahoney.
The USS Debbie.
And they have
Hey, it's Debbie.
bazookas. Even though they're real, like, I
Matt,
don't
give
know.
up. We can't understand a word you're
I wish we
saying.
were
Kind of surprised that's not called the USS Jenny.
Wait, is that maybe Wildcat? Bobcat.
Bobcat.
Yeah,
This
Bobcat.
microphone.
Fine.
I'm unloading as fast as I can.
Well, you'll simply have to faster.
Gee, why didn't this cartoon take off?
Take off.
Okay, who else we got? Mahoney.
Well, here, you know what's sad, Jason?
Tackleberry just carries the fucking
This
bazooka.
cartoon is
Yes.
cartoon didn't get a full season.
How are we going to keep
Little Shop of Horrors, that awful cartoon got a full season.
nature moving? Right. Now to plant it on the
Who the hell's Professor? I don't remember a Professor being in the movies.
Get nice presents, don't you, lady?
Do we know this person, Mumsy? Hardly.
So are they security guards now?
Appears to be.
This is my gift for my future daughter-in-law. It's been in our family for generations.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs.
Well, I never.
Please, ma'am, allow me. Excuse me. My turn. Here you go, Mrs. Napoleon.
Thank you, young man. Now I must present my gift to Debbie.
Can I come too?
I was just making sure I didn't lose you.
No, I'm here. I think I'm the only one.
Oh no!
But I haven't seen
Mum,
Matt's back twice.
She says go.
Now we have two Matts.
Oh,
Yeah. Somebody fed
why
me out
did
for
you do that?
midnight. Or
That moose got a little head.
Oh, I thought you hated wordplay.
I could get
Is the bride 12 years old?
I don't know.
Wait, are both of me talking? This is gone like two.
Did you really say that?
I love you, but Father has been planning this marriage for years.
Well, I won't let it happen. George!
Planning it for years? How old is she?
Planning it since I was born.
So you'll have to marry Miles Napoleon.
They kidnapped.
Oh, Ben,
That's about as fake as marshmallows is fake.
Is this like a Twilight thing? Did a werewolf come into Twilight thing? Did a werewolf come into a room? Your father is like, I'm gonna fuck your daughter when I want to marry.
What's happening here? There's something. I don't know about werewolf fucking.
Find a baby, we can fuck it. That's the werewolf fuck.
We can fuck it. That's what he just said.
Who thought this cartoon was a good idea?
Sick simper.
Up,
but here's
guess
the
who we
thing,
lost.
Jason. Again, as bad as this is, there are worse things from the fucking 90s that got greenlit.
Yeah. Weren't you born in the 90s? Matt?
Like, think fuck.
College engineer?
I'm
Anybody?
here. I was waiting for his answer.
Me too. I was waiting for his answer.
Damn it!
Too.
Did I fucking blink out again?
You're blinking out like crazy.
Yeah, it was like I remember they used to.
Wow, it's like talking to someone with Alzheimer's.
Go to school.
Yes, Grandpa. Tell me again how you punched the Kaiser.
It's really fun hearing parts of the conversation and then stringing them together and trying to figure it out.
Most of what he's saying is all you hear is fuck, good.
I don't know what Google did there, but apparently I disappeared for a bit.
I don't know who you're gonna blame once Google's gone away.
I shall go back and let you see what you missed.
No.
Listen, what was that?
It came from in here.
We gotta break it in.
Right.
What are you doing?
Haven't you ever heard of a bathroom move?
This is a lunatic asylum. What the hell? Who's doing that? Is that him?
There's the dungeon?
Matt, okay, you need to listen for a second, okay? We can't understand a word you're saying. I'm certain it's hilarious.
I needed that. Abby, kidnapped. Secret passage can't be opened from this side.
There's more than one way to open a
Two lets Tackleberry have a bazooka.
Let's get him.
Oh,
and why
God.
that boy do this?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
You look like this. You look like this.
Wait, I just heard a child. I think my insanity is. I'm finally.
The house like a maze.
Yeah,
You know they made toys for
Oh,
this,
there
right?
is.
They made toys based off of this cartoon.
Nobody break. Get Debbie back. Ben, you guard the door. And Sweet Chuck, you make a lovely bride.
Sweet Chuck is no one's fucking bride. He's too small.
Child bride.
Yeah, fair enough, they are rich.
You know, I'm so glad the hipsters never caught on to the henchman fedora flipped in the front style hat.
There goes Hightower with that ever reloading bazooka.
Why does all 15 of them need to
And
go?
Fat Albert.
Hey, hey, hey!
I don't know.
They're getting away!
Why is
yes,
Mahoney
of course.
pretending to be George Washington?
Who cares?
That's a backstroke.
So basically, the only competent one is Hightower.
Pretty much.
They're heading for the tennis court.
No, of course,
Oh
because
yeah,
they're taking
I
the long
forgot
way
they're
out.
super-powered watches.
One try.
Oh, is that Proctor? That's going to be Proctor. Okay.
There they are. Drop that billionaire's. Try and make it.
Oh well, you know what? They can't carry
And
guns
they've got a machine gun.
because it's a cartoon.
Hightower's carrying a bazooka.
Yeah, but I don't think
That
they ever
auto
said it was.
reloads.
Yeah. Oh, that's a powerful bazooka right there.
Yeah.
To see her before my wedding. Oh, you naughty fella! I must see if your skin is.
Where did he get the tits from?
What kind of
He was
cake
just,
is that,
you know, puffing his chest out.
Is that watch out! Wait, come back! It's shy, my sweet.
How powerful is this machine?
Oh, they're all dead. Oh, darn it.
Game, set, and match. Let's double back to the mansion.
Why?
After them.
This is terrible, even for a police academy cartoon.
According to this, in the
Like, I
kitchen.
don't know if you guys have ever like been on a tennis court, like full of balls or whatnot, but I don't think that I would have stepped directly on like the very few that were there.
They're in here.
No, no, I don't think you should have.
Talk now. You'll let me use
Yes.
the internet. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing, Captain?
We can hear you, Matt.
Right.
Alright.
It's on.
Good.
Well, he's dead.
Just
This week we have Matt's fight with the internet.
Why are they having a cake at this wedding that has the kind where a stripper comes out of it?
Good question.
Up, he's gone again. That's two.
Oh. He joined back quick though.
Oh, come on.
they all died.
I like how mad he looked.
Wait, someone sneezed.
How'd you do that? It's called flower power.
Ha 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 ha! Someone wrote that line and got paid for it.
My puns are better. Oh yeah, Jason.
Hey,
By
how have you been?
the way, why are to eat?
in order for me to be
Case
injured
for
by
a
a pun, you need to be able to say it, and you can't.
Do you, Debbie, take Miles to be your husband?
Could you repeat the question?
Uh-oh, I gotta stop this wedding. Will the owner of a jewel-studded, gold-plated Rolls Royce please come to the parking lot? Your lights are on.
Goodness, that sounds like my car.
Right.
You take Miles to be your husband, Art, don't you?
How many guesses do I get?
Oh my
This
god.
is pretty bad.
Okay.
Hey, you know, since we are watching a cartoon, it should be okay for the little kid.
Yeah, he's been taking glances at it.
If you ever want to go, you stop your complaining. I had to watch this in the 90s. Or 80s. I'm not sure when this came out.
I could just imagine. I could just imagine you sitting there and your parents are like,
80s.
"Listen, you're gonna watch Police Academy, a cartoon series. If I if I have to strap you to this
Oh
chair."
my god, what could you possibly do as a child to deserve that? You stole our money and killed
did you
Grandma.
do?
Police Academy, the cartoon series.
You're mine, dirtbag.
You two scut bucket.
Where's Debbie? Is she all right? Sleeping like a baby. How do we wake her up? There's nothing to be alarmed
That
about.
dude was copying a field.
Speaking of, that guy kind of looks like Cosby, doesn't he?
The important thing is
Now we'll have to go back and marry Miles to Bullion. I just can't go against Daddy's wishes.
Apparently, I'm flickering. Boom. There we go.
Play this shitty cartoon.
I saw
They was fine until he starts showing.
Never mind that. Sweet child.
Oh, he makes such a lovely bride.
Well then, I guess this is goodbye.
We can't let her marry Miles.
Why not?
Yeah,
You're not getting paid it.
All right, everybody,
Hey, cops.
huddle up. Mahoney's got a plan.
Okay, that was.
Are they gonna... What?
Everybody sneak into the wedding and then say, "I oppose." Well, dang. Eddie, I think that you need to
I
start
literally
talking.
think it's Angus's internet connection trying to save itself.
And in fact, again, I blame this cartoon. It's fucked up my internet. It's fucked up Angus's. It's cursed.
You have changed. Go get him, Tarzan.
You have changed. You're a woman now.
Without a program.
Fucking ball.
They'll never see us under this big white blanket.
Why did they need to do?
That's exactly what the Ku
Why did
Klux
they
Klan
need to go
thinks.
under the veil?
Did she just use a flamethrower?
Oh, yeah, she did, and
Yeah.
the flamethrower exactly wrapped around it in order to light the candles.
Do you, Miles, Ben?
I definitely do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
What a beautiful ceremony. Wait, that's my groundskeeper. You married the wrong man. You were supposed to marry my daughter.
You can't be
Ugh.
serious. She's a beast.
Don't mind him. What does he know about inner beauty?
How dare you insult my daughter? Never darken my mansion again.
Gladly. Father, I loved Ben from the first time I saw him watering.
From the first time he roughly had sex with me behind the shed.
It was wonderful.
I want him to trim my bushes for the rest of my life.
Hey, old buddy, want to buy 100,000 tickets to the policeman's ball?
Oh. Hey, ain't getting sued today.
You know, I'd be tempted to buy the 100,000 tickets and then pass them out in like the seedy neighborhoods.
Yeah,
This might be the worst thing you've ever watched.
Hey, he didn't. Oh, this is the educational part.
What's wrong with my robot?
Jeez,
You
where was
fucked
this
it
guy
too
doing?
hard.
Why is Baxter like by now?
Get away from me. Oh, look, all the fun stuff. So colorful.
Definitely.
I'm gonna rape you tonight.
Wait, did the one thing say fruit of a loon?
Morgasborg.
Yes,
Probably.
it's fruit of the loon.
Fruit of the loon, right?
I wish a picture of all the like jump in there, like fuck.
Oh, you're ready for this one.
Web, voiced by Paul Lynn.
This
Like,
is Bernie Fate.
there's the variable smorgasbord.
Okay, I think Matt has lost his mind.
And I would just be.
Bernie says moon landing of hope.
We are now inside Matt's head, right? This is how he thinks.
Wait, does that say destruction by design?
I don't know.
Every other night, a Google what? Okay, just like we've talked about before, these people that come on here and attack the truth. Okay.
Okay, who hasn't clicked me?
Did you fade out? I've clicked you. I click you long and hard.
Is it me? No,
I click you twice on Sundays.
I clicked you.
I clicked you long time.
I click you long time.
I re-clicked you.
I think Google unclicked me.
I'm telling you, stop spreading lies. This, that, and the other thing. This never happened. I should know.
No one needs to
I
listen
live
to
there.
you,
I
idiot.
No one needs to. I was involved in it. These people that come on here all the time to attack you, call you names, and discredit you, are absolutely workers for Google.
Do you see that guy
Workers for
behind the
Google.
one woman shoulder who's just
They had another guy
looking
come on
straight?
here. His name was Kevin M. You know, Kevin M. Capital K, small E, V-I-N, space, capital M. And Kevin M. is a Google employee. So if you can go to their actual about pages on their Google and look and see how many.
Is this guy
subscribers
literally
they have.
talking about someone at Google?
Yes.
I'll tell you something right there.
Why?
He says that anyone that denigrates you on the internet works for Google apparently.
All the rest of it, right? I just let it go, and I told him.
Fucking assholes.
He knew I knew where he was working at. He knew exactly who he was, who I knew. He knew who I knew he was. He's not Kevin M. He's an employee.
So you're a stalker.
No, he isn't. He's just making more shit up. He's convinced that this person that's disagreeing with him is actually a Google employee.
Hair smells like.
They're just like me and you.
I know how many.
Work for another outside.
I know how many
entity.
times a day he takes the poop.
All the time. They use these, just like actors. They use these other people too. They use these guys They recruit these people, and they sit there, and all they do is talk bad about the truth. And that's what they do. That's what Kevin M was busted. Okay.
He can't handle that someone doesn't believe his bullshit. He's literally made a conspiracy theory about people not believing him.
I posted that last night. So now you can see that these trolls are who we thought they were. Okay? Don't worry about them. Don't worry about anything that they say.
He
React to,
went
to be honest with you, just block them, so they can't do anything. If you can't block them, then report them. If you can't report them, then call them out. Take screenshots of all their information and post it on YouTube. Alright, so Kevin M is busted. Just like I suppose all the rest of these people are who come on here and say the same thing.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, all the people that disagree with your bullshit theories are Google employees. Because you're so important.
Of course.
You're not a single crackpot living in your house, addicted to the internet.
Great.
Tonight, Bernie Sanders. We're going to give you both closing arguments here after the debate. I thought Bernie made a lot of good points.
What the fuck does this?
So who won this debate? In my aspect, Bernie had the best of it.
The thing we're looking at have to do with this video.
Right, Matt.
We don't think
what does it mean, laddie?
Both of you are breaking up really bad right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
I got it. I heard that.
This is Bernie says moon landing is a hoax.
Doesn't really matter.
What?
Matt.
They're going to put
Yeah.
whoever they want in there. You know that. I know that. Doesn't matter if you vote or not.
When did Bernie say it was a hoax?
All these trolls are out there.
We're about to find out.
One day everybody's going to come back and say, okay, hey, look, man, I get it. That day is not here yet, so we keep continuing to spread the word. Alright? Now, this is called preconditioning.
You know, I have a feeling if Bernie Sanders did say the moon landing was a hoax, that would have been a...
I came on there last night to watch the whole debate. I had the whole debate. Whatever I watched. It's just the same old back and forth.
Right.
Had a couple of good points, blah, blah, blah. He's
Get to the point in your video.
The whole time, guys. If you see what he's saying, the symbolism is there. Now let's watch. See if you catch it.
The symbolism is there. Okay, got it. Bernie is using secret words and passwords. Oh my God! What is that noise?
A lot of interesting issues have come together. Let me conclude by just saying this. There is no precedent, in my view, for Hillary Clinton, not Bernie Sanders, who has the capability now to take on Wall Street,
Is he choosing random words in his...
campaign donors, the corporate media, big money interest in this country. This campaign is not just about electing a president.
Yes.
What this campaign is about is creating a process for a political revolution.
And he's correct about that. This has nothing to do with the presidency. All right? This whole process that they're throwing out here with all these clowns,
Holy crap!
I had no idea.
Is this an projector? He is filming himself on a projector.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh.
Following orders. This is more of a revolution.
Also,
A new world order. This has nothing to do with presidency, guys.
every time she raises her arms up, it looks like her head is on the wrong way.
It's not on a
Like,
projector. He just has a big screen
her head is
TV.
facing backwards, and it's really weird.
Represent. Listen to these words.
in
Okay,
which
I have no
millions
idea
of
what this
Americans,
is.
working people, give up on the political process. They don't take any of their concerns. Young people, for whom getting involved in politics is as, you know,
I'm still waiting for the moon hoax.
to the moon. It ain't gonna happen. Low-income people.
Say it again.
Just randomly, he's gonna be like, and thus the moon was faked.
He's probably going to break into and see that hand gesture that Bernie did. It means we're best friends secretly, and me and him are going to go on Big Life Adventures together. I'm still alone.
It's creating a process for a political.
He's saying that what he's doing is he's taking Bernie's words out of context badly.
Given up on the political process. They don't think anybody hears their pain or their concerns. Young people, for whom getting involved in politics is as, you know, it's like going to the moon. It ain't gonna happen.
That's right, never happened.
People.
That's not what he said.
That's not what he meant, you idiot.
Never happened.
Not what Bernie.
On every damn song.
Hey, I missed it.
Talk about going to the moon all the time. Any song you can look up all kinds
He
of
basically
songs.
said that young people view getting their way in politics like going to the moon.
In the Hollywood things. Exactly. Our world is. We live in a deception, right?
Oh,
everything
God.
that they've told us, everything that they've said, everything that they know, the exact opposite of what reality is, what we perceive it to be.
We see, man. You don't know, man.
Doctors, everybody in past history who's read from the book. The book was lying.
The book, man.
The world
The
is
book.
not what you think it is. No one is on the moon. Except the people who were there before. The same idiots
Wait.
infiltrated this earth are on the moon.
Wait, what? What?
Wait,
Wait,
the
what?
people... What?
Wait, hold on. The idiots infiltrated the moon?
I guess.
Like,
It's
is
really
there-
hard
no,
to tell
what he's
what
saying
this
is
guy's
there's
doing.
no one on Earth.
People have people.
I can't believe we're currently trying to decipher idiot speech, but okay. I think what he's actually saying is, I haven't gotten my prescription medication for 3 months, and this is what happens when I'm alone. That's what I think this means.
The guy is saying that no one's been to the moon except the people who are already there, and they came to Earth and infiltrated us.
So we've
believed
been...
in the man in the moon.
I think this guy's just missed.
Matt, I'm sure everything you're saying is really funny, and we're not laughing because we don't think it's funny. It's just that every time you start talking, we get the beginning, and then you just...
There's like huge black, and it cuts out too.
Yeah, it's mostly the cutting out.
Huh?
But anyway,
I can hear that little kid better than you, Matt.
We won't be going to the moon. Not us. Not humans. Unless we're taken there by force.
But
This campaign is
Wait.
not only
the way you can see Bernie's hand transforming into a fin,
That's it, guys.
proving he's a lizard.
Why would it turn into a fin if he's a lizard? Wouldn't that mean he's a fish?
I don't know.
Americans, working people who have given up on the political process.
Oh shit! Now I got two Anguses.
From getting involved in politics.
You do? Wow, was Google fucking up tonight?
Yeah, we do have two of them.
What the?
One of them's blank. There we go. Now I've clicked on the other one.
What the hell, Google? The fuck are you playing up this week? God damn it. So,
Yeah. What's your game, Google?
moon people. This is what this guy is saying. There are moon people who infested the Earth, and Bernie has been saying that the moon landing's a hoax because humans will not go to the moon.
Why won't we go to the moon?
Unless we're taken there by force.
Bernie a moon?
Getting involved in politics is as, it's like going to the moon. It ain't gonna
It ain't gonna happen. Neither is change for the good in this country. Change is coming. Satan. Satan is coming and establishing.
Yes.
Read the Bible.
Of course.
Be here when that happens. Pray to the Holy Spirit. Accept God for who He is.
We're gonna build that.
Even these non-essential entities used to be good at one time. By design.
We're gonna make sure the
fake moon trip.
Jews stay on the moon.
That's fake to us. Even the world.
The world is fake?
They fake the moon, and they're continuing to show us pictures from space that are fake. I just saw another picture of the ISS flyover. They're fake as shit. They're computer generated. If they're faking the shots from the moon to the Earth, then what the hell is the problem? What's really going on? Why can't we find a real picture of the Earth?
But is this your biggest problem, sir?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. All pictures from space.
Where are the moon
fake.
pictures? I'm sorry, but you're delinquent on your electricity bill. Who cares? The moon pictures, where are they?
Unless you're ready for all this stuff, it's going to be revealed in the end. Just get ready. Don't say that no one told you, but we're trying to help you accept this for what it is, because when the time comes, it's going to be pretty hard for people to connect.
Here comes.
Oh, right, of course. When the time comes, we're gonna whatever.
You're preconditioned to believe something. Your perception tells you that it's not true. And I'm telling you, stop deceiving. Wrong information. By design. One more time. Let's hear him say it. Old time steak. Old Bernie, the old slap shifter.
Slap shifter?
What?
Young people getting involved in politics.
Old Bernie, the old slap shifter.
That sounds like something you'd buy on an infomercial.
Never had. Destruction by
The slap shifter.
Did the Russian government...
Are you tired of this happening to you?
Are you tired of fading in and out on a Google Hangout?
Shifter.
Try the slap shifter. It turns your incomprehensible gobbledygook into coherent sentences.
That the Russian government just knows. That the Russian government just exposed the moon landing hope.
The moon landing. I've done a video about Interstellar, the film that came out about a year ago, exposing the moon landing hoax as well.
Exposing?
In the film Interstellar, the moon landings were faked.
No, they didn't.
The rush and the rush to get. We now have an official from Russia coming out and saying the following, and this is where it gets really crazy. An international probe should be launched.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, here we go. You ready? We're about to find out about the probe.
Russian spokesman said Tuesday, Vladimir Markin. Now, what's really important is this very particular point here about the cultural artifacts. We are not contending that they did not fly the moon and simply made a film about it, but all of these scientific or perhaps cultural artifacts are part of the legacy of humanity. Their disappearance without a trace is our common loss. Now, why is that important?
Yes, why is it important? I don't want to read between the lines. I want you to tell me a fucking fact. How about that?
And and threatening to reveal secrets that end
Okay,
up
wait.
in
I'm going to try this guy's technique and read through the lines. Okay, you guys, you ready? I have read through the lines, and what I've determined is that this guy masturbates into a hamper.
Yes.
That means that's a valid interpretation, right? I read between the lines.
Yeah, I can totally see
I'm
what
gonna
you're
try,
saying
Jason.
there. I believe you.
The name of the hamper is Hamper.
Economic turmoil going over there.
Also, I get read between the lines. This guy likes to sniff chairs
That is
when
very curious. Chaos going
Oh,
on
we
in the
almost got a
financial
joke.
he's a chair sniffer.
Okay, we heard the last part.
Landed it.
Yeah, it was a little unstable on the bars, but he did stick the landing.
Yeah, so like it is a little better.
About
Is that still a thing?
Just noticed I'm not clicked.
Chair sniffing.
Dislikes, as you can see here. About 110 like it, about 92 dislike it. That's about the balance I want for all of my shows.
Oh, good for you.
I don't want them to disagree without any proof either, but I like a healthy debate. So I think if I've got a pretty good mix of people who agree and people who disagree, we're on the right path. What do you think about this? Did the Russians...
God damn it, Google, stop
take a shot across
dinging
the
me.
bow saying, hey, we're going to expose the moon landing if things don't change for us. Now, what they want, who knows?
Right.
This is a battle of words going on between the highest officials in government, so we don't really know what's going on behind the scene, but it's a very public...
So, let me get this right. Russia came out to say they faked... We are saying that we're going to say that you faked it if you don't do what we say you want... we want you to do.
It's English, Angus.
Bugger off.
I know it can be difficult.
The second language to me. Bugger off. So, Russian spokesperson came out and said, Russia, we are going to expose you at the World Cup.
Because they have to start every sentence with, Russia. Otherwise, Russians don't listen.
Mother Russia, we are going to expose the American pig dogs.
Are we still pig dogs?
At the 2018 World Cup.
Making a very direct threat.
Of Russia exposing the American pig dogs at the football.
Should be exposed. Maybe some things should come to light. And the fact that they said, again, this is very important. Cultural artifacts. That's very specific terminology. Why did they say that? Did they find...
Okay, whose kid is having a real good time? Because I want to be with them.
Sorry, that's probably my kid. I thought that I had myself
That's
muted,
fine.
but apparently not.
That kid is having so much fun.
Yeah, I envy them.
Hall of Mirrors, Moon Landing, Mars hoax. Moon Landing and Mars hoax proven.
And
Mars did more jokes tonight than I fucking have.
God. What you were never meant to see. What am I looking at?
Alright.
Oh, it's a film crew.
Is it? Oh, look, that's a scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Great. Thanks for letting us know how special effects work. It's awesome. Thanks.
Oh, look, an altered image to add color after it was taken.
Uh-huh.
That picture was taken in 72. The alterations were done a lot later. And that's a Photoshop edit that's taken out the Moonlander. Oh no, it's over there in the corner.
You don't have to believe.
Believe what, Matt? We've just heard you say something now.
You did?
Yeah, almost.
I said something like a minute ago. God, the lag is fucking terrible. Unless you heard me right.
I can hear you now.
Fixed, I guess. Hey, I'm gonna take the time to make a dick joke. That looks like a...
What are we meant to be looking at?
I don't know. Clinton's... I'm a bag full of crazy and I put it online. I put it online. I put it online. I'm a bag full of crazy. Oh goody, I can't read that.
Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong had left
Put it
colleague Michael Collins
online
and walked on the moon. 5 months President Kennedy's goal of putting a man on the moon before the decade was out. The old carpenter asked me if I really believed it had happened. I said, sure, I saw it on television. He disagreed. He said that he didn't believe it for a minute, that them television fellers could make things look real that weren't.
Wait, your
Then I
evidence
thought he was
is
a prank.
the second party story told by Bill Clinton in his book?
To simplify, what Clinton says is that a gentleman expressed doubt in the Apollo claims.
Yeah,
He
people
wondered
express
whether that
doubt over many things.
Now, exactly what is a former two-term United States president doing? Wondering about the authenticity of the greatest technological achievement.
He wasn't. He was saying someone else did.
His own boyhood hero.
Not only that, it's before he was a president. that
Jesus
this person
Christ,
was-
dude. You don't know how to fucking read? How did you manage to get this video on YouTube?
One of those fuck.
Oh, Matt.
They would make two stops to collect samples and conduct experiments.
Parties.
Now, this is
And they were like, that he didn't in hell at. And Bill.
Matt, you could be confessing to slaughtering millions of children and no one would hear it right now.
Yeah. You could literally be saying anything at this point. You could be screaming, help, help, my dick is caught in the toaster, and we wouldn't be able to do anything for you because we can't understand a word you're saying.
No rover in the background.
I am.
To be your biggest
Well, my dick's.
Now I'm convinced that is what he's saying.
You know what? I'm gonna try a desperate. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Oh,
See
Lord.
if it works better up there.
Man's first next protected atmosphere of Earth to walk in the vacuum of the moon. We are alive.
Okay. What?
From another planet.
Okay, this is an old TV program. What's bad about it? What's your evidence?
We have to wait for the crazy translation.
throw a ball in the air and make it go 60 feet. 6 times what we could have thrown it on Earth. That would have proven there was no gravity.
Is he trying to say that the moon has no gravity?
And that got me to the Van Allen radiation belt. So I went to the World Atmosphere.
Again with the Van Allen radiation belt.
That's the difference between the Earth and the other planets in the universe. And the excess. The ozone layer is what keeps the ultraviolet rays of the sun from killing all the organisms on Earth and destroying the Earth entirely. And there's the stratosphere, covers a certain amount of space, and the mesosphere, and you can see those squiggly lines. That's radiation from the sun. That radiation is deadly.
Yes, radiation is deadly.
The reason that there's no life, and scientists
look
at other planets and are amazed when they find it, because the radiation from the sun will kill all life, all organisms. Solar flares come from the sun and they radiate through the entire universe, and they will kill anything, including men who go into outer space.
And they were protection.
To a man named James Van Allen, who discovered this layer right here, the magnetosphere, is this length, about 560 miles up, and it stops that radiation from coming into the Earth. But if you go beyond that layer,
yes,
you get into a stream of radiation that will kill. And if you're running around on the moon or in a spaceship not protected by lead, you'll most likely die. And in the years of 1969 to 1972, that was some of the biggest solar flares in the history of solar flares that you were covering, according to Rind's book.
So the biggest solar flares that have ever been solar flaring, because solar flares on in a book.
Were enough to fry the astronaut.
We have protection. That's what the suits were for.
That's what I told my prom date.
They were protecting against radiation.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me now? It takes a little bit of talking away from me.
I went upstairs.
Ooh, baby, please don't.
And I changed my headphones.
So it was your fault. You were blaming Google.
I'll still blame.
I'm blaming Google for the right things. Yeah, you're disagreeing with this video. You must be a Google employee.
I am. How'd you know that? I'm the chief disinformation officer at Google.
I traced your IP and I found your about page.
Ah.
You see, the vibration of my voice box makes the air vibrate between them.
Oh.
When the air vibrates between the drum,
right.
The glass jar.
This is old.
Inside the jar, you could hear the
yeah.
But when the vacuum pump out of the jar,
yes, there's no sound in space. Your point being what?
So, I'm getting he says, how could we hear him?
How could we hear who? The astronaut with the microphone inside of his spacesuit that was filled with air?
Yes.
Pressurized space.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were dealing with a super genius here who could figure out everything.
Oh man, this guy, he's got us. We're fucked.
Yeah, we're on the ropes. He comes up with
something.
One more convincing argument. I'm going to be convinced we didn't land on the moon, fellas.
Yeah, we're gonna have to commit seppuku. Oh yeah, be heard now.
So
If
it's
you
not
ever
for
do
general
an Opinionville that has any references to Fallout, you should bring up the
I did that last
where the guy got
Halloween,
locked away
dude.
with like 99 puppets.
Okay, you know what, Matt? Go back to my channel, look up the Halloween episode from last year, and then we can talk. Okay? I already did it. I made that episode.
Oh,
Where
I had
are we supposed to be
a
seeing this
question
fish
about the
at?
universe, but I can't remember it now.
Okay, that was one of the astronauts.
No, that's fake. Isn't it? I can't tell anymore.
Oh, so you just admitted that the moon landing is fake. Like, there you go, everybody. Jason said it. It's fake.
All fake.
Actually, no, what I'm saying is this footage is bullshit that was made by a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, the guy that entered the other side was a lot clearer than everybody else. So
yeah,
it's obviously doctored.
Oh look. What now? Speak to us. Put some wording on the screen. What are we meant to see?
the official version has been, and color was added. That's because we like color images.
Oh well, G and Moore says so. G Moore even. Who's G Moore?
Also, a big
And it's on
reason
you,
we
it must be
color a lot of these images is the same reason we color like microscopic images is because it makes it really
Well, they
hard
probably don't
to
believe in that either.
like tell details.
They probably still believe that demons cause disease.
They do.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They do cause disease. Don't know that, Jason.
I do kind of regret about. I kind of to get to the point in her video where NASA was against God. She just kind of set it up and then went off on another crazy tangent.
Oh, I'm sure she did in the remaining 45 minutes of her fucking video.
She probably just kept tangenting it off, and then, like, in the last 5 seconds, she was like, oh yeah, NASA, they killed children or something. I don't know. Everything is gone.
Was that the mic drop? I think that was the mic drop.
What was it? I don't know.
And boom, the moon landing was fake.
Why is everything black?
It's black because it represents the amount of evidence for the moon landing.
Yeah.
That or Angus is about to really surprise something on us.
The rest of the video?
Or he's not here and he's frozen. Oh, there he goes. See how that works?
He dropped.
Oh yeah, he dropped. And he'll come back and it'll be fucking Google. I didn't know what happened.
Fucking cunts! My mother's a bear!
What?
That's a Brave reference.
You know, you weren't even broken up that time, and we were still
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
That's the beauty of me. What up, Amy's? Just like, what? What did you say?
Oh.
Usually he's back by now.
Did you see a news?
Anyway, godless engineer.
Emily's giving away free copies.
So what do you guys think about Trump? Yeah, he's a funny guy.
So, how long did Google have me out for?
I don't know.
That's happening.
About a minute and a half, maybe.
You've been gone for 3 hours.
Wait a minute this time.
You're suffering from missing time, Angus.
Uh-huh. Anyway, this here is apparently something we're supposed to be seeing about something.
Commanders have won!
Apollo 13. Apollo 13 video here is all the fraud. So you can see the tunnel coming down from the ceiling about a foot. You can see the hatch door, the white silver thing in the back.
Okay, technically it
this
doesn't
is
have a
actually him
ceiling because it's a vehicle designed for microgravity, but okay.
This is the front of the command module right here.
Yeah.
This here part's called the probe. It attaches to the LEM and pulls the two together in space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
LEM tunnel, and I measured it. It's only 27 inches across, although NASA says it's 32 inches across. And there's
Well, I'll believe you since you measured it with, what, your dick? How did you measure it?
He measured it with his pencil.
What? Like, did he actually measure the thing, or did he measure the drawing? Because I don't know if I trust the drawing to be an accurate representation.
I bet he took a measurement of the drawing and then worked out a scale and said this is the radius that it really is, or the diameter that it really is.
Or maybe he was like the other crazy guy and he had a projector and he blew up the image to what he thought was like life size. And measured it that.
It's into the tunnel of the LEM.
How hard do you think this guy is describing this
The
act?
other thing too, why?
It's into it module.
I think he's trying to make it into a sex education video.
Command module, which you can see here the latches attached to this.
And see, this is where you put the penis. Right here.
What is plus 5 or
Okay, that's not anything to do with
5.
anything. I don't know what you're showing us.
Matter. I don't see where he's like.
Alan would not
It's
allow
like
this close.
all this stuff by my estimate.
Hey, genius!
So the
Guess
moon
what?
landing
That thing is never been on the moon. It's a display item. I'll give you 3 guesses as to why it's not.
How close was that zoom?
I don't care anymore.
He's and he was moaning because NASA wouldn't let him get over there to measure the instruments himself.
Yeah, that's not NASA, that's the Smithsonian Institute. That's what he's upset about. That the Smithsonian won't let him touch the object.
Jesus. We were zoomed in enough to see his moustache stubble.
I like how his eyes say, I don't believe it. Guys, I don't believe it.
Like Jason went to the moon.
Armstrong apparently stepping onto the lunar surface in July 1969.
David is an award-winning film and
you
television
figured out how to
producer,
do audio
as
now?
well as a professional photographer and associate of the Royal Photographic Society.
A representative of mankind may well have gone to the moon in 1969. But our research suggests that images of the Apollo landings are not a true
Your research.
event. In our view,
You
the
look
Apollo
like
pictures were faked.
you're
In other
the
words,
only
they
70s celebrity pedo that didn't get out as
Hey guys, 3 guesses what this guy's favorite color is. He digs beige everything.
Excuse me, barber.
I
I
want
want my
all
hair in beige.
I want beige hair. Oh wow, she's a trophy.
Happy with the fraud they were perpetrating. They're more likely
This is the only
to
copy of my
in
book.
anticipation of one day.
Okay, there is a dead giveaway for when. There's been a dead giveaway that we've been missing over the years of people who think they're smart. For whatever reason, they always put up 2 monitors up behind them. Like, see how smart I am? I have 2 monitors.
What? Oh my god.
Something
Did you just hold up a bit of Max video?
There's added irony. Suggests that the original broadcast material wasn't live at all, but actually consisted of pre-recorded video programming. Our second example is from Apollo 11.
To be fair, Jason, he's got 2 monitors because he has 2 PCs.
Sure he does.
That are bricks.
No. He's got an NVIDIA 980 in there.
This must look at the CRT. So this is before splitters were involved for 2, so you could run 2 monitors on the single machine. In fact,
So he's so smart that he has to have
they're just
PCs.
Do you want to bet they're both Commodore 64s?
Oh, probably.
Oh no.
There are probably that
they're
Atari
BBC
home
Micro.
computer they came out with in '83.
Yeah, it's a BBC Micro.
When the craft was allegedly 130,000 miles away from the Earth. This anomalous sequence was also found by a fellow TV producer and Apollo searcher, Bart Zabel. We're all familiar with the way X-ray pictures are clipped up for examination against the light box. Well, what I'm about to show you is a sequence with a large colour transparency of the Earth clipped up against the window. If I put light behind it, you can see that more clearly. And when it's against the window, it becomes illuminated by the light of the sun behind it.
So just me or is there a skull on there?
The astronauts are assured that F-22 is the correct exposure.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11. Calling in from about 130,000 miles out. And we'll zoom our camera in slowly.
Here is what appears to be the Apollo 11 crew's view of the Earth across the blackness of space.
Roger.
But why did the choice be made to take this all-important first view of Earth from 130,000 miles out by standing way back, away from the window?
Could you describe what you're looking at, over? Roger, you're seeing...
We had powerful microscopes. Not microscopes, they were powerful telescopes.
Or maybe it's because they're astronauts, not photographers, and they wanted a picture of the entire Earth. Asshole. You know what? I know you English are all butthurt because you couldn't get to the moon, you bunch of sorry assholes. I know you're used to invading new lands, conquering them, and enslaving their peoples, and you're all pissed off because you couldn't get to the moon. But could you keep your batshit crazy theories to yourself?
Well, I mean, there's no moon people, so they couldn't very well.
That's why they didn't go. Oh, I say, why go to the moon if there's no one there for us to enslave? I mean subjugate. Subjugate. I meant subjugate.
I missed it, all that you said because Google decided in that moment that the show had ended.
Oh, the show had ended.
And then it brought me back.
We ended it.
And
Still
now
going.
there's also an interior light in the shot.
How can that possibly happen?
Interior
Well, in
light,
fact,
because they were in
what
a
we've just
fucking
been looking at was televised live from the craft.
space
But the camera
fucking.
was not looking out through the window at
Oh,
all.
spacecraft.
Had they been filming the real Earth from a position back from the window, it would be difficult to keep the subject well framed.
I disagree with the moon landing being real because they didn't show the moon being beige.
We've rimmed the edge of the window white for clarity. It was handheld. And if they had been filming the real Earth when zoomed in, the edge of the window would not be sharp. It would be out of focus like this and spoil the shot.
The whole thing was out of focus. You might not have noticed that.
He didn't.
Right up to the window and film from there.
Well, I mean, there's also the problem of like exposure. Like, surely being in space changes like the exposure, at least of the hardware of like 1960s, 70s.
Is now exposed. But as
Like,
we get closer,
I don't know. I just kind of figured that would play a part in it. Like, they're focusing so much like on how it looks when it's being photographed or whatnot, but I just don't think
Because they're master photographers, don't you get it? They know everything about everything.
Sorry, I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Silly me.
Remember, kind of this premise is, well, since I don't know how to do it, no one did it.
in the center of them, across to the right-hand side of the capsule. And here, would you believe, through the right-hand window is what appears to be the real Earth filling the view.
Where?
From the Apollo 11 command module.
Only he can see it. With his crazy eyes.
Given that the first version is purporting to be over halfway to the moon, and on closer examination is seen to be a color transparency, we have to conclude that this image is not a true representation of the CSN's position. However, the time recorder reads out a mission elapsed.
Can we go back to 1955?
Here's one of my problems. Here's one of my problems. They make a big deal about all the crappy stuff and that how everything has been faked and all this stuff, right? If the government was going to fake it, wouldn't they fake like pristine, beautiful pictures and absolutely perfect shit? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Why they were showing a picture of the distant Earth. It's worth noting that this star chart, which is obviously clipped to the window, is held there in the same manner as we suggest with the backlit transparency of the Earth we saw earlier.
No. That was an easy way to save. It's an easy way to save energy too, because they don't have to power a thing to light up their star chart.
A height commensurate with 1/6G possibilities. If they were actually simulating EVAs on Earth, they would then need help with their bulky heavyweight suits and backpacks.
There's there's low gravity on the moon. They won't need help with their bulky backpacks.
This is a tried and tested way of relieving weight.
Look, you can shout all you want at Beige Man. It's not going to do any good.
He's probably dead.
Here in this Apollo 14 footage,
in a beige ditch somewhere.
A momentary glimpse.
Yeah, he dove into a vat of taupe paint and was never seen again.
My cock must taste the beige. As he dives over this walkway into these tubs.
No, I imagine he's like the Joker now. Instead of his skin being white, it's just all beige.
So he's a villain called the Beige Man.
In this footage from Apollo 16, we have telltale evidence.
Yes.
Beige Man. I always wanted to go into Beige Man.
The astronaut's feet just a second or so too soon. Compare that sequence with an obvious reversal. The dangling effect is very evident.
Yes, because they're trying to make low gravity.
In Apollo 16, we have an astronaut who is about to get up.
Okay, here we go.
Let me give you a hand, he says. But
yes,
again,
we're seeing a man get up in low gravity.
With the wire taking the weight, relieving him of 5/6 of the Earth's gravity. A magic trick? No. Just the help of a wireman.
Fuck you.
Motion jump, which had been
That's all I have
seen
to
live
say
on video.
anymore.
That's all I have to say anymore. The well-rehearsed, pre-recorded material was apparently slowed down by 50% when we saw it on TV.
Apparently.
The well-rehearsed choreographed material. I see.
Simulations would have been a relatively straightforward process.
Because that's looking like someone running at normal speed.
Recorded onto video
Yeah.
at the normal rate in the US, 30 frames per second. On playback, the recording would have been slowed down to speed. As each video frame is made up of 2 different fields, this will give 60 different frames of image per second.
There's one big problem with that. If you speed up the stuff that you say is slowed down, it looks unnatural.
For posterity. The Apollo moonwalk was on 16mm film, just like this.
Oh, you know it
wasn't. Different makeup to that of a videotape. No, it wasn't. Film only has frames and not fields. So when the resulting footage was filmed off a TV screen, the fact that the playout of the original video was slowed down to half speed.
See, that's the part I hate the most. The smug little smile, like he's like, "Ha ha! I figured it out."
I figured it. Which rather like it would on Earth, does it? The video equipment used in Apollo was early generation. Therefore, it would have been recorded onto 2-inch tape. It was taped up in the 1960s. If you remember, there was a beautiful piece of footage from the Apollo 15 mission where the astronauts demonstrated the surface gravity on the moon by holding a hammer in one hand and a feather in the other. Now, it was proved in physics a long time ago that objects fall the same
stuck in my head.
Doesn't matter how heavy they are. And a
King following me.
There's a hammer. The reason it doesn't feather doesn't fit into the hammer comes through because people get in the room, slows down the feather.
What was that, Matt?
They both fall together.
All right, so comedy half hour. My son just went around and started chanting Apollo 69.
Fucking Google. I don't know if we can keep this up, guys. Google's getting
One of
bitchy.
those weird memories that it's crucial to your development as a person, and your kid becomes like a moonlander.
I think he said that your kid becomes like Zoolander.
I wouldn't mind them blue stealing it up every once in a while.
Right. Okay.
No, that's not what I said, but I got a laugh, so fuck it. I'm gonna take that as a win.
Beige man again. Oh my god. We had Beige man, now we got this guy.
As this piece of footage that shows it.
Off-white.
The camera pointing the astronaut dropping the hammer and the feather, and sure enough, they both fall together. And that proves immediately that this experiment was done in a vacuum. So this movie set would have to have been evacuated. It would have to be a vacuum. But more than that, the 2 objects fall slowly. They fall 6 times faster on the Earth because the gravity is stronger. You see them fall slowly.
No. They built a giant vacuum chamber to take the moon landing.
For a Falcon. And I'll drop the 2 of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that?
This is also a very difficult image to fake. Well, actually, it isn't at all difficult to fake. NASA itself would repeat the very same trick, this time officially.
How about you do it, asshole? If it's so easy to fake, you do it.
The other way up.
Okay, this entire video was made after 1999.
Why does it look like that man has been stuck in 1976?
Demonstration by Apollo 15.
Good question.
Doesn't in any way prove that it had taken place on the moon.
I was going to say, Beige Man looks like John Chapman. We're not John Chapman.
Complete with an atmosphere. without the benefit of a vacuum chamber. There they go. As you can see, the feather and the hammer arrive on the ground at the same time. Now we can slow it down by the appropriate. Lo and behold, these two items fall nice and slowly, as per a 1/6 G environment. This illusion is all about calibration.
Right.
It's all about what?
Calibration.
Apparently something falls from this at a speed that is too much for the moon. What are we supposed
What
to
are we
see
looking at?
here?
I
think
don't
it's
know.
the dust. I think
No,
it, like a little,
he says that a bag
I think
falls
it's a
there
little
right
spurt
there.
of dust.
No.
Did you see it? Here, let me highlight it. I'll zoom in to where it's blurry as all
No.
get out.
Isn't that the sped up footage?
They've sped it up. They sped it up.
Yeah.
This has been altered.
Yeah. This is that sped up footage he said he was going to do.
In point of fact, I don't think that actually happens in this footage at all. Didn't we see this footage earlier where we didn't see anything fall off him?
Possibly.
Yeah. Because remember, that was the one that beige guy said pulling him up.
Yeah, that doesn't... Uh-huh.
This is...
Right. And the dust speeds up.
Oh! I think he thinks the guy's foot is a bag falling.
No, at the very end there is a what could very well be a CGI bag that's been added to this clip.
Oh.
And now for the Mothman of the Moon. Yes, but Matt, usually you can't see anything at this time of day.
Oh,
I don't know what we're supposed to be seeing now.
I have no idea.
It's the first dick pic from the moon. That's what that is.
Oh.
They couldn't get the focus.
Masturbation is what the sun does.
Busted!
Yeah, he's taking cores. He's not falling asleep. He's taking cores.
Yeah, he's pressing that into the ground, and he's taking core samples. That's what they do.
Really? Because I feel like I've seen that video, that same guy walking into a convenience store before. You know, the one where he's like, he can't walk.
Hey, anybody else notice that there's no bag on the ground?
Oh, so is it sped up?
Third.
There it is.
Wait, there's the bag.
Man, that must have been bloody worrying, having to throw yourself onto the ground in a thin piece of material that's saving you from death.
And the other thing is that as they got used to it, they got better at being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And he's saying it's a joke that he's trying to be feared by his
kind of
own
looks-
fucking scientific equipment.
Man, it looks like it would be fun to be on the moon. Just hop around.
You'll notice that they're making kind of the same
Well, that's the thing,
mistakes.
Matt.
Their bodies are reacting as if they're in normal gravity. That's why they keep doing the same kind of weird stuff over and over again.
And don't forget, they're trying to avoid being speared by what's just stuck in the ground in front of them, so they're trying to get to the side in time. But, you know, it looks like they're falling, so hilarious. Disney congratulated.
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
those
really?
suits.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't...
okay,
Wait,
so hold on.
Walt Disney?
Okay, wait a minute.
Is this like Tourette's guy? I mean, like he falls down and it's like, oh, Walt Disney!
Is this like shitty subliminal messages?
He literally thinks they're saying Walt Disney over and over again on the moon for no reason. Bugs Bunny is a Warner Brothers cartoon.
And while you're bouncing around there, you might keep an eye out for nearby craters.
Do you hear anyone saying Walt Disney or Disney?
No.
No. It's a pretty distinctive sound. Oh. Hold on. At no point does that say Walt Disney.
Nowhere are they saying, can you hear Walt Disney? Unless, of course, you have crazy ears. This is the stupidest thing I think I've seen in regards to the moon landing hoax conspiracy theories. This is the dumbest thing I think I have ever seen.
Oh my god, we might have a new crazy king.
Here comes the donkey.
And while you're bouncing around there, you might keep an eye out for nearby craters.
Okay. I've been on my knees twice today.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on my knees twice to Walt Disney.
Well, this person is obviously hearing Walt Disney all over the place.
What in the world? Like,
Does he think that astronaut John is calling the other guy Walt Disney? Because it doesn't even make sense to say Walt Disney. There's going down
Here's the thing.
Well, by the way,
in the
guys,
context,
Walt Disney was dead for 2 years before we made it to the moon.
here's the other thing, too. Even in the context of this fucking crazy person's, like, they're saying Walt Disney, it makes no fucking sense. Why would they just keep saying Walt Disney?
I don't know.
Lunacy. Ha, get it, lunacy?
Oh, I remember when your mic kept cutting out.
What? They say that's a spotlight?
Anything's possible in the world of crazy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, when you color change everything, it looks really weird.
Why does this video sound like the outside of a dance club?
What exactly are we looking for here?
Okay, it's moving because he's moving it.
Yeah, he's adjusting it. Still adjusting it.
It's
You do
moving
know that
because
that is a
he's
weighted
apparently.
flag, right? Or scorch marks. Scorch marks. Scorch marks. Scorch marks.
Oh.
Scorch marks in the inky blackness vacuum of space. Scorch marks from all the fire that was coming out of it, right? All of the fire that was coming out of it? Okay, yeah, these are great shots of the
This
lunar
craft
lander.
had tires.
I can't take this fucking video seriously because, like, this fucking music.
We're in the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
The white lunar lander.
Or about to fight fucking Scorpion or Sub-Zero in a subpar video game movie.
Finish him.
Mortal
Dude,
Kombat.
What are you talking about? Where's the Polaroid? That's a Polaroid picture.
Polaroid.
Oh yeah, that's not fake.
Well, look, when you pass X-rays through this image, what you end up with is the real story.
Oh, it's the C-Rock again. The C stands for cunt, which this person is.
What moon rover things are you talking about? Where are you? Oh, right there. When they rolled out the tires. Yes. What are we supposed to be looking at?
Buzz.
I have no idea.
Apparently, Buzz changed his spaces.
That was too short for us to read.
You know why
Thanks.
there was no flame? They're going on about the fact there's no flame from the lunar module taking off again. Yeah, oxygen. I needed for fire.
Yeah, you kind of need oxygen for fire, but, you know, try explaining that to these dimwits.
But guys! Oh no, I was gonna say, oh no, this video is really fucking dumb. You know what, Angus? Good job on this topic. Really found some dumb fucking videos.
Yes, we have found dumb shit.
Like, I knew this topic was good. I knew we were gonna see some dumb shit, but I'm kind of aghast.
That would be an honor. Go ahead, Mr. President, introduce the House.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made in the White House.
It certainly
I
is.
just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you have done. For every
For all of the
American,
illegal
this has to
ones
be the
we made.
proudest day. People of the world, I am sure will join with Americans in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world. And as you talk to us from the Sea of Tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth. For one priceless moment in the whole history of man, all the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that You will return safely.
Jesus Christ, Nixon, you
Probably the
are
only decent
like,
speech a Tricky Dicky ever said.
yeah, it's okay, but man, he must have been a real hoot at parties, you know?
Well, he was a notorious drunk.
Oh man, I would have loved the party with like fucking drunk Nixon.
I bet he's probably a pretty weepy drunk.
Oh God, you know you're right. Oh God, I'm a fucking monster.
Why don't most Russians love me?
Why did I torpedo the Vietnam fucking peace talks?
Why did I say let them eat mimes?
Why did I fucking tape all my conversations? Especially the illegal ones.
Wow. Even
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
like
hear
this is the fucking pot calling the sun fucking black. Like they're calling fucking NASA paranoid.
They're not paranoid, they're right. See? That's how that works.
Oh boy.
Are any of these guys Nazi war criminals?
No, those are astronauts.
They didn't. Okay, I was just wondering. I was like, did they ever parade out the Nazi war criminals we got, or did they just keep that on the DL?
What, Werner von Braun? Yeah, he was on television.
Oh, that must have been some awkward conversations.
I just noticed something.
What?
I hope you like this. I hope you like this video.
Why?
Because it's not.
Burn in hell.
Through.
Folder.
Yeah. This is.
I second.
Yeah, fuck it,
have a
Boulder. I
second.
was gonna say, this is new levels of crazy every time, but I do want to see what other kind of crazy shit Angus has from the moon landing conspiracy fuckers. So
This
Folder.
is about 50 minutes done.
We have 3 votes for Folder. We all voted for Folder.
I heard you. Let me just make sure I've still got 2 hours. Oh, I've got plenty of footage. Let's see, let's go. I kind of want to play that, but I'm not going to. I don't want to scare you all again. So...
I don't know, we're big boys. We can take it. We're brave boys.
Shut up.
You remember last week?
I don't even remember like 3 days ago.
Oh, let's see.
Is there like a fire or something?
Let's give you some.
Somebody died. I don't know. Elizabeth got pregnant.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Now we can hear you.
I don't know anymore.
This is SINNER by New Classic.
No.
GGER by Nas Cover. And Christian Rap Holy Hip Hop.
No!
Yes!
Oh, holy hip hop?
Oh yeah, that's a sick beat.
Nothing but that sign, double N-E-R, we are all doomed. But Jesus rose from the tomb for all of us. With you are gonna give him the trust. Most are too concerned with the fleshly lust. Nothing but S-I-double-N-E-R. We are all
Nothing but
Does anybody else not see the video?
Life's the test.
Wait, there's no video for this?
In his depth, there is hope. Sin as the world in his clutches.
We're just gonna listen to music?
Oh shit, I forgot to turn on the video, didn't I?
I was so confused.
Hello, welcome to Nerp Derp. Oh, I was really hoping for professional quality video. Way to spell classic.
Yeah.
Nothing but S-I-double-N-E-R. We are all doomed. But Jesus rose from the tomb for all of us. If you are going to give him the trust, most are too concerned with the fleshly lust. Nothing but S-I-double-N-E-R. We are all doomed. But Jesus rose from the tomb for all of us. Life's the test and result. For those who trust in Christ in his death, there is hope. Sin as the world in his clutches. It occupies every second of our time.
I must wobble my head side to side.
He occupies us so much, you ever realize the situation we in. God gave you eyes, so you better get to see it. God gave us feet, then most of us will be fleeing. When the sun returns in wrath, eternity is finally turned the person into the past. And the devil just laughed. He took your eyes off the whole picture. Now you're severed
What free music site do you think you got this music from?
Repent now, cause your time is soon expired. What does the law require? Perfection.
Yes, but excuse me, sir. Will Jesus get me the mad bitches?
The truth, the life, the soul way out of the situation. It's not enough to believe he can save you. You must trust in everything that he gave you. Everything that
I do believe this is the mad note.
Then you will see. We're living a lie. That's why you're hurt by the truth. Life is vanity and death is the proof. We're dying to live, though we're living to die. Every winter sin will be the only
how
one
long
that's
is
why.
this song?
It's as long as the Bible.
We come to the Lord and forsake our sin. And rebel against God, fighting a war you can't win. Nothing but S-I-double-N-E-R. We are all doomed. But Jesus rose from the tomb for all of us. If you are going to give him the trust, most have to concern with the fleshly lust. Nothing but S-I-double-N-E-R. We are all doomed. But Jesus rose from the tomb for all of us. Life's the test and result. For those who trust in Christ.
Yo, what up, yo?
Where have you been?
What do you mean, where have I been? I've been here, listening to it. I couldn't hear a word you guys were saying.
Angus was moving to it.
He was dancing.
I couldn't hear you.
That's why he couldn't hear us.
It's one of those videos where it was louder than you guys for me, so I couldn't hear you, so I just go quiet and listen, and try to listen for you.
Angus is a Christian now because of that video. It touched him with his
I'm
soul.
an S-I-N-N-E-R.
Don't ever do
That's
that
Doom,
fucking
Joe.
again. Don't ever do that fucking again.
S-I-N-N-E-R.
No, stop. Stop it.
I'm the J-E-S-U-S, yo. Back to the moon.
No! Back to the moon!
Moon landing fake. Neil Armstrong talks.
Sure he did.
Wait, did I turn it on again? Yes.
For years, Neil Armstrong refused to be interviewed. I found that to be one of the strangest things of anything. You would think...
Because I want to be famous.
The national hero that he is, would have talked to everyone about the experience, about the wonder. That didn't happen.
Good.
And Lindbergh,
Put it
you know,
to
very
you,
public person,
NASA.
was very much out there with his
Saying
political views and all that. You'd think that Neil would have at least wanted to be a role model for the next generation. Instead, he became essentially a recluse, a hermit.
He's
And
not
on
a
every
fucking
anniversary,
recluse
they
or
would
her.
wind him up and trot him out in public. The most interesting one was during the Clinton years at the White House on the 25th anniversary. Do you remember what Armstrong said, the most stunning thing that an astronaut could say? And I think in this milieu get away with
Was
it.
it leave me alone, you crazy bastards?
At the start of his speech, he compared himself to the other astronauts to birds, to parrots.
What is that noise?
And he then made a joke.
It's something on the video, I think.
Well, what else do parrots do?
They repeat what they're told.
His foot on the surface of the moon, has been a pioneer in many ways. And Mr. Armstrong, in asking you to come to the podium, may I say that millions of Americans have admired you not only for your achievement, but for the quiet dignity with which you have conducted yourself and represented not only our country, but humankind. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Armstrong.
You know what? I hate to say it about him, but for a moment there when he was standing at the podium just shaking Clinton's hand, he kind of looked like the guy from Office Space.
Shut up.
You know, the one that mumbles about his
Shut
stapler.
up. You're just jealous because you don't have any national heroes of your own, Scotsman.
He did look like the guy from
Yeah,
Office
all,
Space.
We'd like to honor
all of your national heroes.
Fen
Yeah,
McGonnell,
you're just mad all your
who started
national
the
heroes got
sucker riot
murdered.
last year.
Yeah, Angus, you're just mad all your national heroes got murdered by the English.
If you don't give me back my stapler, I'll burn this place down to the ground.
I'm angry at you now than all of these conspiracy theorists.
I told you, Neil, we left it on the moon.
Thank you, Mr.
I want my stapler. My stapler.
Mr. President, members of Congress.
Here's the deal, idiot. Neil Armstrong was a pilot. He did not become a pilot to become famous. Not everyone is comfortable with being famous.
Also, he went to the moon. He ain't got to prove shit.
Yeah, he also doesn't have anything to prove.
Well, I'll be brief. This week, America's been recalling the Apollo program and reliving the memories of those times in which so many of us here, colleagues here in the first rows, were immersed. Our old astrogeology mentor.
You know, it's not helping his case with what Angus says, is he was incredibly nervous.
To mark the occasion of a spectacular Jovian fireworks. And reminding us once again of the power and consequence of celestial extracurricular activities. Many Americans were part of Apollo.
Right, so what's the point of this?
About 1 or 2 in
Let's go say something
citizens
about
all across
Paris
the country.
or something.
Our country to do the impossible, to envisage, to design, and to build a method of breaking the bonds of Earth's gravity, and then sally forth and visit another heavenly body. The principal elements, leaving Earth, navigating in space, and descending to a planet unencumbered with runways and traffic controls, would include the major requirements necessary for a spacefaring people. Today, the space shuttle flies overhead with an international crew. A number of countries have international space programs. During the space age, we have increased the knowledge of our universe 1,000-fold.
I don't know.
Not the speech. I mean,
today we have
Well, I thought that it was supposed
a
to
group
prove
of students among America's best.
denies landing on the moon.
We say we completed a beginning. We leave you much that is undone.
I mean, randomly it's going to stop, and he's going to be like, see? He says he didn't do it.
To those who can remove one of truth's protected air. There are places to go beyond belief. Those challenges are yours. In many fields, not the least of which is space, because there lies human destiny.
Oh, did he think they meant their lies, as in lying?
Who cares?
Not their lies, as in laying down.
Riveted on the first man on the moon, talking to them, and he looked at them and he said, there are wonders beyond belief. There are truths to be revealed if one can remove truth's protective layers.
He was talking
Now,
about
where
going
in the
into
world
space,
is one
you
get the
fucking
idea
idiot.
that the truth has to have protection to be found out.
259, you're anti-sheeple. Okay. This is Moon Landing Hope.
Wait, was that supposed to be convincing us of something?
Is any of this?
Apparently.
No.
Apparently that's Neil says. No. Anyway, look at the face of this Australian woman. Does it look like a liar? Someone who wants to manipulate, cheat, and persuade the public opinion? Or does it look like the face of someone so utterly disappointed and is in such utter disbelief that she's still unsure as to what needs to be done? Okay. What are we going to judge?
What does random Australian woman prove as far as the?
I don't know.
Well, as we all know, Australians are the most truthful and honest people.
That's right. They don't believe in any kind of bullshit. That's not a woman.
That's not a woman.
In Western Australia, during the live telecast of Apollo 11 in 1969, many viewers in that region of Australia, including Una Ronald, were to have an extraordinary experience.
When this moon landing was in the offing, I decided to stay up to watch the live telecast, and I did. We saw a lot of activity on the television screen.
Also, this is from something from the UFO TV.
But before we get to
We're going to point that
I
out.
want to know how the TV coverage of Apollo 11 was supposed to have reached our screens.
Back in those days, through analog satellites.
You can actually see the switch take place where it goes from this stark black and white to a little better.
Can you?
They stayed with the television signal from Honeysuckle Creek. So when Armstrong stepped on the surface of the moon, it actually came through Australia. But at the time, it was reported as being through Goldstone. The voice came through Goldstone, but the TV pictures came from Australia.
Wait, what? So you're saying that the TV bounced from Australia, but not the voice?
Wait, we were supposed to judge the woman. How can we judge the guy too? Okay, I'm going to judge him now. This is a man who has never seen a woman naked, with perhaps the exception of that time with his grandma.
No, I think he's seen a woman when he's accidentally tapped back when he's looking in the
I
mirror.
mean, a live
Look at the size of
woman.
those tits.
I mean, a live woman.
Look at the size of those tits he have. Harold Bishop was hiding a few things from Maud. Are large. can't remember her name now. Not watched Neighbours in forever.
It appears that correct information was apparently withheld at the time as to what was supposed to be happening
Appears
at
to who?
Apollo 11's reception.
As I watched this person walking, a Coke bottle in the lower right quadrant of the screen, it seemed to be kicked over and rolled across.
A Coke bottle.
For me, that was.
What is this woman's accreditation? Why should we be listening to her?
She's seen a Coke bottle go across the footage in the bottom right-hand screen here somewhere.
Where?
Where?
I think she means this thing here, which is supposed to be a straw.
I guess.
No, it's not moving. So where's this Coke bottle?
It seemed to be kicked over and rolled across.
Kicked over and rolled across.
For me, that was just astounding, and I exclaimed aloud. It's a fake. It's a setup. They're not on the moon at all. Look at this. It's a Coke bottle.
What Coke bottle?
In the morning, and our phone said,
Well, guys, I guess that proves it. A crazy Australian woman saw a Coke bottle.
Yeah, and she remembers it how many years after?
Oh, it was after
she stole that.
It was after the rest of her family stopped talking to her because she wouldn't shut up about it. Someone is no longer invited over for Christmas.
She stole the chair and wallpaper from Beige Man.
I waited for it to brew up. I thought my goodness, there's going to be a glorious ding dong here going on.
The Coke bottle that never existed.
Nothing at all. And I presume that those who thought it denied their own senses, as people will do. Began to think, well, I couldn't have seen it, or perhaps it was there and that was okay.
Or perhaps, lady, you're the only person that because you're fucking thick as batshit. Wait. Yeah, I'll do.
What Una Ronald and her friends did not know was that Western Australia was a special case concerning the reception of the initial Apollo images.
That's right.
Contrary to the procedure set up by together with NASA and Australian TV, the Apollo 11 images were neither sent directly to Western Australia via satellite, nor was there a broadband link from Sydney in 1969. These images had to be sent over from Sydney by other means and then retransmitted locally. So for an engineer in the know, aware of the hoaxed live TV coverage, there was motive for adding further additions to the scene. Moreover, here was an opportunity for someone in the know to manipulate the material before transmission across Western Australia.
Right.
Una Ronald, who was in Western Australia.
Why would Australia help the Americans?
When I saw it, for me,
fake
it's got to be good for something.
It was Crocodile Dundee.
It must have been filmed somewhere on Earth. And it would have been filmed, to my way of thinking, in America at some lonely site, or alternatively in a huge indoor set.
Why would it come to Western Australia first if it was filmed in some shed in America?
Able to produce this quite passable picture of someone walking on the moon.
All but for a Coke bottle.
Moon buggy hoax.
Walt Disney, Walt Disney, Walt Disney, Walt Disney.
Dummy. What? You didn't know that already? Well, I'm going to show you.
Nice cat tree.
Awesome. We're going to make
nice cat tree.
Okay, so he does realise that the moon buggy is designed like it is because they thought the moon would be dustier. That would be layers of dust that they'd have to fight.
Welcome. If you're seeing surprised, very good. Right on YouTube, make
sure of that, but this is a very...
Oh, this is a different one. This is Moon Landing Hoax Moon Buggy. LRV is Willie's Jeep. Who the fuck is Willie?
That's the name of the. That's the name of the. When you typically think of an American Jeep from World War II, that's a Willis Jeep.
So go ahead and subscribe now.
Ah, okay.
Everybody else is trying to subscribe.
Sorry, my son fell over a little bit.
He fell over?
Oh.
No,
You're
just
not in
sounded-
5/6 gravity. Is he all right?
Give him some
Oh, no.
whiskey. He'll be fine.
No, he didn't fall over. He just sat.
Getting the presentation. It's this here. This is the footage from Apollo 16, the lunar roving vehicle. I
Yes.
that screenshot right there. We're also going to be looking at this.
I think this guy won an award. Most disappointing Tinder date.
Most disappointing Tinder date.
Swipe left. He's still there. Swipe left.
Are
Holy
you
shit.
kidding me,
Still there.
Jason?
Swipe left.
This guy's a total fucking grinder guy.
Gee, let's see. NASA could design an entire car, or they can take two existing off-road companies and go for whichever one they think is best, i.e. Land Rover or Jeep, and choose. I think they went for the Jeep, being American.
For the Jeep, sorry, it was just the Willys Overland CJ3. This particular vehicle.
You mean one of the most modifiable vehicles around at the time?
Was used
That Jeep?
in Vietnam. It was all over the place. And now I should
I mean, the reason that the American Army used the Jeep so much is because it was easy to modify.
No modifications of any kind, except for scale. On almost everything we're looking at, I had to do a little bit of a perspective skew on one diagram to fit the picture.
Lying.
I will tell you the math.
Yeah.
So these are just
lying out of control.
Unadulterated, unaltered.
I had to alter this evidence to make it fit what I think is true.
Website.
Willie's Jeep, unaltered and unedited, coming to you for $9.99.
The other modification I made was black lines into red lines so that you can see clearly.
He turned black wine into red wine?
So, let's start with these drawings. There is a side view of the filing, and there it shows all the TV cameras and so forth. Antennas.
You've changed that!
Yes.
You changed
I'm
it
still
so
wondering
that...
why the fact it was based... Sorry, on you go.
No, you go.
I'm wondering why he's bitching about the fact that NASA took an off-road vehicle as their template. What does it prove? It proves nothing beyond the fact that NASA weren't stupid and didn't try to redesign the wheel.
No, man, that proves that they didn't even go to the moon. They just drove around their backyard.
And then, really, the part that's that got me in this direction in the first place is that TV camera. Look where it is.
What got you in this direction in the first place is that you are a mental defective.
I changed
You're a
it.
crazy person.
Oh, he's gone! Yay! Freedom!
Alright. More comedy. So, the other day I was walking down the street. Oh, wait. Here's that.
Oh, no. Our tormentor's back.
Bradley?
So, that's one view there. That's the side view. Let's take a look at There we go.
Okay, the Jeep is bigger.
At exactly the same scale as the other overlay was.
No, it's not,
Jeep is
because you
bigger.
altered them.
Well, yeah, but in this scale, the Jeep is bigger.
Of these sketches,
But yes, he has altered them.
This one, you see the wheels. I'm gonna go ahead and fade it out so you can see. There.
Wow, we can see
The
wheels.
wheels on the NASA sketches are wider, and you'll see that from the rear view as well. But otherwise, take a look at the seat and steering wheel.
You'll also notice that the NASA wheels don't fit under the wheel arches of the Jeep.
Yeah, he's
in
not.
position.
He's not gonna. He can't hear you, anyways. What's the point?
Yes, he can through special NASA technology that I had installed for this show.
NASA Satan. Angus is using his forces with he's communicating with the dark forces. This guy's dead now. Angus killed him with a homunculi.
Everything lines up just perfectly for the architecture of the Jeep.
Especially when you change everything. Great. Yes, everything lines up perfectly when you change the original source stuff. Great. I changed this square into a circle. Look how this circle fits in this circle now. That proves squares are circles.
God damn fucking Google.
Oh my god, squares are circles.
Guess they kicked me out the show for a bit.
If you think about it,
I don't want to.
Google's on the side of the conspiracies.
a circle is just a fat square.
Except that one guy. They don't like that one guy.
This is the one I had.
Circle's a fat square. And I don't know what a triangle is.
NASA makes car. It's surprisingly like any other car without the metal chassis. Thus, it is a fake because who would use a metal chassis of a car to make?
It always looked to me like they had a moonshine still on the back of it. I don't know why.
Are you saying that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were like Smokey and the Bandit style?
They might have. Like, how cool would that be? Like, hey, let's get fucking crunked. Let's be the first guys on the moon to make fucking moon juice.
Did Earl Enos bet them to get from Georgia to the moon?
Some of that sweet, sweet Mountain Dew.
Obviously, the wheels and tires.
What is the point of this?
God, this is the worst fucking Let's Play on Twitch ever.
Don't you get it?
Play conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy Simulator 2016
NASA.
is really disappointing.
NASA didn't use a Jeep properly, so it's fake. Somehow.
What?
I believe it.
I don't know.
So that I could move the
Do you ever think they took that the moon rover out just like for shits and giggles? Like, let's tear some shit up.
You know, you wouldn't have had this problem
look, he's
if you'd
changing
used a
it again.
decent, like Island.
So they kept the rear base.
If you'd used a decent company like Leyland and from the UK, you wouldn't have this problem.
So you can see how it lines up. See his hands on the knob, and his left arm is right where the steering wheel would be.
Yeah, because you change things.
There are a lot of problems with this lunar roving vehicle.
What problems?
Selling cars.
I see a lot of problems with the bullshit you're trying to ram down our throat.
This was, you know, they just think we're stupid, and they're right most of the
No,
time.
No, they think you're stupid.
Wait, did you hear that? He said they think we're stupid, and they're right most of the time. So.
But he doesn't mean himself. He means everybody else.
Well, fuck him. I'm taking his quote out of context. They can do it. I can fucking do it. I'm no better than them. I'm probably worse.
To be awesome every single day. Just decide.
And so we probably.
So.
Yeah,
what do you
well,
guys- What do you guys think of this moon landing thing?
I don't believe in it
I have my
anymore.
doubts.
What's the proposition as to why it is wrong? Just saying, look,
I'll stop
it's a
believing in it.
It's not good enough.
If it means we can stop watching these fucking videos. Share, spread the love.
So 9 hours and 45 minutes to go.
Not for me.
What?
I'm leaving.
Moonland. No, I've changed it to your belt. I've changed it to the chair. You just don't realize it.
Huh?
I've changed you down. You just don't realize it.
No, I'm leaving. There's no indentured servitude here.
I'll just talk to your missus.
Uh-huh. It's she who I am going to be making dinner, so you're going to have a tough talk.
Moon landing host Van Allen moving belt 2.
I am actually leaving, you guys. Do you have someone to jump in?
No.
There's got to be someone. Is Micro here?
Yeah,
throw a
Micro.
throw a rock. There's probably somebody.
Throw a rock.
Yeah. It was a big rock.
Damn it. Okay, Google's fucking cutting me out again.
Perfect timing.
Fucking Google.
All right, I gotta go.
I guess.
Hey.
Alright.
Hey, Jason.
Bye. Micro, you're in.
Man, this show is just awful. And I realized, like, I didn't even fucking, like, was clicked on you, Angus, for like 5 fucking minutes.
No, it's alright. It's Google that's doing that. Google's fucking us up royally right now. Really fucking badly. So yeah, Van Allen radiation belt 2.
We should mail it to Google.
Oh, great. Oh, we're getting it in Spanish, apparently. I think. Is that Spanish? I don't know.
You can speak, and you're not Micro.
Yes, I'm
Or
speaking.
it's Portuguese.
It's one of those videos where I can barely hear anyone. Okay. It looks like it won't be long.
From both the United States and Soviet Union. From the first in 1961 to the present, has been well below the spreading radiation limit.
Oh, great. The chat is telling me to giggle for them.
Altitude well below 1,000 miles. All except Apollo.
So to Paul is one, not even a Paul is okay, that's gone.
Did you try to speak with something in your mouth?
No, that's the voice I always do when I condescendingly read something. I'm just like, not just
We have means of beating back the radiation.
Plus, they didn't go straight through. They flew basically in like the part that's not so bad and wasn't there for very long. Plus, all the equipment were analog and not digital, and so a lot less susceptible to the radiation.
No, it wouldn't require several meters of steel.
That is why the Soviets, though more advanced, only sent an unmanned probe to the moon.
The Soviets weren't more advanced.
No, they sent an unmanned thing there. The advanced thing is to send people there, because it's harder.
Yeah.
In 1998, the space shuttle flew to an altitude of 350 miles, one of its highest altitudes ever.
What's with the sad music?
Below the beginning of the field of radiation that was so severe that the astronauts inside of their shielded spacecraft and inside of their shielded spacesuits saw flashes of light with their eyes shut that they described as shooting stars.
Yep.
Due to radiation penetrating first the shuttle's shielding, then their spacesuit shielding, then their skulls, and finally...
In space, when you're in space, you will see flashes of light inside your eyes. You'll actually also see them on Earth, just a lot less frequent.
The radiation belts surrounding Earth may be more dangerous for spacewalking astronauts than previously believed. Scientists say the phenomena known as the Van Allen belts can spawn killer electrons when the Earth's magnetic field changes.
Oh no,
These
not killer
that are being
electrons.
studied
Like, what a killer? Do they look sinister? Like, or do they spawn with like knives and they're gonna come and get you?
It's the nerdy version of the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. It's the Attack of the Killer Electrons.
The electrons can penetrate through various materials, including spacesuits, and can pass through, in fact, the walls of the space station, and can create high charges deep inside of these objects.
Astronauts in the space station have died. Oh wait.
Set the irrevocable goal of landing a man on the moon by the end of the 1960s.
The amount of radiation you receive isn't that high. Like,
space, not even achieving a single orbit around the Earth.
It always convinces me when someone can't spell Kennedy. Or didn't.
The Kennedy. It's Kennedy.
Tried to take out the Fed from particular hands and died from it. For it. Take out the Fed.
I think that's the euphemism for his penis.
I think he's trying to say that Kennedy tried to take the Feds out from someone. This person does realize that Kennedy was the Feds.
Yeah, he was literally in charge of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of part of the job.
Not because they are easy, but because they're hard.
Just like my dick.
But it's shown by the proof and the real check. It's very
The technology necessary to launch the massive Saturn V rocket and an intercontinental ballistic missile was 95% solid. When the Soviet Union launched mankind's first satellite, Sputnik, in 1957, there was grave concern that they had mastered space ahead of the United States and might use this advantage to launch a first nuclear strike from an orbit high above North America.
Blah, 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 history lesson, blah, blah, blah.
Orbiting spacecrafts.
Did you get that?
Ooh,
Soviet Russia was
boring.
far better than the United States.
They
Soviet
got there.
Russia much better, yes?
I mean, they got there earlier. in a lot of the space race.
Is this like communist propaganda?
I don't think
Like America could have gone to
Soviet
the
Russia,
moon.
Mother Russia, very good, yeah. The Soviet Russia.
Concern turned to fear and then horror as
Soviet
America
Russia
watched
spaceship
their
flies
colonized
you.
enemy achieve all these firsts, no hope in sight of ever catching up.
The president has a member of Congress said today that he was tired of being, say, the United States second to Russia in the space field. I suppose he's good for a lot of others. What is the prospect that we will catch up with Russia, perhaps surpass Russia in this field? However tired anybody may be, and no one is more tired than I am, it is a fact that it's going to take some time. We have to recognize it. They secured these large boosters, which have led to their being first in Spanking and led to their first bringing in space. We are, I hope, going to be able to carry out our efforts with due regard to the problem of the life of the men involved this year. But we are behind.
Yes, we were.
If it wasn't possible to better the Soviets in the space race, which was really a race of technological armaments, what could be done? How could America offset the threat of superior weaponry?
There was superior weaponry.
The moon host. The thing about if the moon landings were a hoax, the Soviet Union would have been all over it. The Soviet Union would
in seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they clearly said, okay, they go there. Okay.
The next mission should have been to Mars! Which again, the Americans...
I think they had that plan. Oh, no.
Oh,
There
wait,
he goes again.
So, how you doing there, microblogganism?
I'm doing fairly well.
Good.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
So, like earlier this week, I was in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was up really late at night because I had a central line in my neck, and I could only swear that there was like a hell demon down the hallway screaming, and I had been waiting for about 45 minutes to get the central line out of my neck. And I was just sitting there like, if I have to scream like a banshee, I will do it in order to get this thing out of my neck.
God damn motherfucking Google.
Yep.
Bunch of assholes. Anyway, apparently Reagan's Star Wars missile defense program is proof that Americans lied about the moon landing.
Also much better than Lucas's Star Wars. I know that's an
I think there's a few people
opinion.
that fight you for that one.
Of the General Accounting Office. The aim was to fool the Soviet Union about U.S. military readiness during the Cold War.
Love the animation.
No, it was not the aim to fool the Soviets. The aim was to actually build them. Reagan was insane. He thought it was a real thing that could be done.
Certainly, it was not possible to fool just the Soviets about U.S. strategic capability in the 1960s, while somehow informing 200 million Americans of the truth secret. In order for them to believe the United States had the capability to go to the moon, everyone would have to believe. Furthermore, the pride of a nation was at Sparta, not to mention the growing unrest domestically of a government throwing tens of thousands of lives away in a foreign war riddled with contradiction and ambiguity. In addition, the Apollo program had
Blah, blah, blah. Don't care about the past.
Such an investment, it would indeed be a large and bitter pill for the taxpayers to swallow. The cost of the program, whose sole goal was to be the first to plant a flag, on the lifeless rock just outside the Earth, if adjusted for inflation to the 21st century, was $135 billion. With a profit margin of just 7%, this would be equal to over
No,
$9
I'm
billion.
fairly certain there are more expensive movies than that.
Not only that, NASA has well repaid itself.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over and over and over again.
And yet they're being
Do you like your
defunded
microwave?
year after year.
Yeah. Do you like using microwaves? Ah, that's nice. Thank NASA.
Microwaves weren't invented by NASA. They were invented as a result of radar technology.
Huh?
Microwaves were literally invented when someone noticed that he walked by a radar and the thing he had in the chocolate he had in his pocket melted.
Okay, hold on. Do you like Capri Sun?
Yeah, I do.
Thank NASA.
Also, that's
because they were
that's
made
not
that way.
an example.
No, I know it's not a NASA product, but Coca-Cola designed the pouches for Capri Sun because of the space race.
Yep.
Yeah, because it looked like astronauts' pouches for their food. Thus, kids would buy it.
Yeah. Interestingly,
So thank NASA.
Interestingly, the so-called astronaut ice cream that you went by never actually went to space.
There's astronaut ice cream.
It's basically freeze-dried.
The earlier missions had already done. Then the completion and functionality of the other components would not have been as important, and even more profit would have been made. $135 billion could feed 2 million people for their entire lives. It could also buy 2 million two-bedroom houses. Yet how could such an undertaking...
2 million two-bedroom houses. 135 billion in the 80s. In fact, in the 60s. It could buy a shitload more than that.
Yeah. Houses doesn't really cost much.
Was there even billions talked about at the time? Because I'm pretty sure that governmental budgets were in the hundreds of millions, not billions.
For some of the big ones, it might have been $1 billion or something like that.
But not 135 billion.
Yeah, that's a bit high.
Get by the big conspiracy.
If you say so.
Muppets.
Only to remember that an unsolved
Wake up,
riddle
people.
6 years after the assassination of President Kennedy still daunts the minds of the vast majority of Americans.
Okay. Kennedy was a dreamer. He didn't hear alerts about the Babs barrier.
Yeah, banana.
And again, the line about the feds. He didn't heard.
It's the same message. It's the same text.
The conspiracy, as his assassin, the assassinating
Soviet Russia shall rise again.
still escaped history.
Yeah?
Oh, he has a conclusion. How? I like that in his conclusion he decides to tell us what VAB stands for.
Yeah.
Like in the end of his video.
Never, Mother Russia, never Americans arrived to moon since the VAB. And outer space cannot be crossed, otherwise astronauts would die. Da?
No, you didn't fly over them.
Till to date.
Wow.
Till to date, just 7 meters
great spelling.
or other harsh material can block radiation from solar. Maybe NASA, nerds awake to stimulate anything. No, that's
how long,
national.
How long do you think it took him to come up with that?
He spent days thinking about that one.
Yeah.
Maybe NASA, nerds awake to stimulate anything, send men to moon in 2020 because scientists with a C
Wow.
Wow.
I want a business card with scientists spelled like that on it.
It's getting to block solar radiation with thin materials like astronaut clothes and spaceship walls.
They don't need to. For fuck's sake.
Maybe they built Faraday cage, yes, but for radiation.
I think he's just hoping they will build him a giant butt plug.
I will take the giant butt plug. It will have the materials. Wow, it really wanted us to think about this conclusion.
Yeah. And it wasn't like it was hastily written or anything, no.
Here we see that the Matt is a really old man.
Okay, you can stop talking like Mother Russia. Oh, we're watching a DVD. How fancy.
It's here to stay.
It's interesting that it says DVD video, so it's saying digital video disc video.
Yeah. This is old enough to be a DVD video player combined. Science proves NASA faked the moon landing hoax.
Is that science with a C?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I don't trust science with an S anymore.
Casing, and Bill Casing is, you might call a pioneer in this whole issue of...
Bill Casing has onset of Parkinson's by looks of things. In fact, he's sugaring everywhere.
Getting at truth and reality, and specifically in the area of the Apollo moon missions, what happened and what didn't happen.
Actually, I think he's just shaking his head in disbelief. No, he's not.
What's that, man?
I was saying he might just be shaking his head in disbelief, but no.
No, it's Parkinson's.
Required to do that, and it leaves no cloud.
Well, there are other diseases that can give you that.
Having seen hundreds of rocket firings when I was employed by Rocketdyne, I know that the jet of the lunar module lander, the lunar lander, would have created an enormous crater. It would have scoured the moon's surface. It would have tossed up rocks, sand, everything. Crater maybe so large that the entire lunar lander could have...
Who is this old duffer?
After all, we're dealing with a 1,000-pound thrust engine, which is pointed directly at the surface, lowered into the surface, and yet, if you look at pictures of the lunar lander on the moon, there is no disturbance whatsoever under the lunar lander's rocket.
Because it wasn't dust. It wasn't on when at the last moment. It basically just they basically just slowed it down and let it drop.
All right, I want to see if I can sort out this volume. I can barely hear you, dude. Boom. Boom. Oh, I heard a Matt. Is Matt finally asleep?
No, I'm back. Oh shit, I'm all...
Okay, there was no dust.
Oh great, Edsel is now live tweeting it.
Landed everywhere.
And then the famous scene, which has been played over and over, where
I was making some brown lunch, sorry.
The astronaut talking to it.
Oh, that's a good point. I let's say, became aware of that only recently. That here's Neil Armstrong talking about landing on the moon with a microphone, and yet he's sitting practically on top of a rocket engine that is putting out sound levels of about 140 or 150 decibels. Now, we know that that is absolutely impossible to overcome that sound level inside the lunar lander.
Is it?
With a normal human voice.
Is it really?
Apparently. Didn't you hear the old guy?
Ah, of course. Mr. Parkinson, yes?
You go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power descent. Altitude now 21,000 feet, still looking very good. Velocity down to 1,200 feet per second. You're looking great, Eagle. Give us the reading on the 1202 program alarm. Roger, we got you. We're going at alarm. Good radar data. We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good.
It's all good, yes?
Altitude 4,200. You're a go for landing, over.
Hello?
Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Got alarm. Altitude 1,500. 1,400 feet, still looking very good. 21 down. 33 degrees.
What does this prove, Neil Bugger?
I don't think
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
knows.
trying to figure out.
1201 alarm. We're go. Spring tide. We're go. Altitude, velocity light. And down. 220 feet. 15 forward. 11 forward. Coming down nicely. 200 feet down. 60 seconds. Lights on. 6. Down 2.5. Forward.
Okay.
What? I mean, cool. We're seeing the moon landing. What's the point? What are you trying to show us?
I've just realised what the old bugger's fucking argument was. Big rockets underneath it, so we should be seeing scorch marks and such like when it lands. Generally, you don't use your thrusters that face the wrong way to land. You can use ones that point, upwards, kind of. For a relative point of upwards. You're not going to use thrust that will put you away from where you want to land. That's why you don't see the big fucking scorch marks.
4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right, low. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
I'll be right back, guys.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Okay, we've changed our graphic picture here in the background, and it's a one-sheet poster that I put together from pictures on the website www.zeocities.com/ApolloReality/. And the gentleman that put this together, actually these images are
Tokyo
the
Garden / Tokyo Moon.
Seeing for the first time yourself, isn't that right, Bill?
That's right. Yeah, I'm amazed to find these.
Do you think this asshole
pictures
still
I've
has
never
his GeoCity site?
in the upper right. And what amazes me is this one here.
What amazes me is I'm not dead yet. I pray for death every night, but it never comes.
And then the image just to the right of that shows like.
Okay, I've got it. This old duffer has nothing to do with NASA. Nothing to do with the fucking landings. No accreditations. He's just some old duffer that's like, I think this is right.
He probably worked at the cafeteria.
It's like, hey Buzz, let me give you the turkey sandwich.
Yeah. Not even that.
And
Like,
as
he
well.
was too incompetent to let you cook. So, they just had him, like, clean off the tables and shit.
Yeah.
The finished moon.
Exactly.
And somebody sitting at the controls, maybe turning it, or
Right. These are
Also, he kind of looks from the
revealing.
side. He kind of looks like the creepy old man from Ren and Stimpy. You remember? I think his name was Codger something.
Men like Gus Grissom, who was burned to death along with Chafee and White.
He went pretty open with putting a lemon on
Yeah, he was going to give an interview about what he really thought about Apollo. And as you say, he hung a lemon on the command console on the day that he
hung a lemon?
And we should also look at...
I remember when I hung on a lemon.
Which was installed...
So like some kind of weird...
Lemon tree.
Oh, lemon. I thought you said lemming, like as the animal.
We could write about the death and injury to people that have pursued this subject very diligently.
They went to a NASA spokesman who was Brian Welch.
Oh, yes.
And they asked him about some of these anomalies. You recall what he said about some of the things?
Well, he tried to dispute everything that the Apollo hoax advocates brought out. But the interesting thing is
but I have a poster of some. I'm right.
That always kind of puzzled me because he was at least trying to hold on to it, right? So,
hold on to what?
Do you think they would have actually killed him just because he didn't do a good enough job? Or?
You can't hold on to anything. You have Parkinson's.
Of course, if you don't do a good enough job, you get killed. That's what I do.
It obviously is a fake, and he's an employee of NASA who on many occasions has tried to discredit me and my associates.
I think you pretty much discovered yourself.
Why is Kenny G on screen?
I don't know.
Dangerous.
Highway to the moon. Sound.
Gonna take this baby to the danger zone.
Question some of the photography, which I agree with you, looks frankly hoaxed. Flying
in the space, looking for the moon to land.
Highway to the moon. Matt, are you shoving your microphone up your ass or something? What's that sound?
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
Well, I gotta get back downstairs in 5 minutes, or my laptop's gonna die.
What has that got to do with you shoving your microphone up your ass? Kinda.
I got a lot of things in my mouth right now.
Earlier in the show, I found areas where NASA fake
English Rick's fucking doing the fucking writing again.
on the moon.
I have no idea what's going on.
We don't have either. I'm fairly certain the people in the video don't have an idea what's going on.
Wildcard line, you're on the other.
Our next speaker is Professor James McKinney. If you double the size...
I find it very easy to rate. No one can me.
I completely trust this guy.
I think this guy is planning for the next riot from the English fans.
He looks a bit like a turtle.
You don't double the size of payload, so you're very limited. And now let's try and get to the next planet or out to the moon. We have to start sending individual things up there, couple them together, and then go out to these other planets.
It's like the penguin from
By the way, there's a small problem going to the moon, and inch by inch, NASA is leaking out that they know that there's a problem there. It's called the Van Allen belts, high radiation belts of charged particles.
Which we have means to get round off.
And we don't know how to get through them, they say. Well, isn't that interesting? Because there sure didn't seem to be a problem back in 1969.
We send people into space all the time.
Obviously, they didn't go to the
Yeah. We just wish we just wish we were you there and you there.
Yeah. I thought it. We absolutely did, and there's no question about it. And they're starting to figure it out. NASA has a program called Living with a Star. That's a pretty name. So how do we get through the banality?
He has a forehead vagina. Or is that a
that we can send up that doesn't?
wait, is he like a or what's that called in English?
Nothing you can do to get
You know when you have like a pig that you put coins into? A piggy bank. He's a human piggy bank. Look at his forehead. You're supposed to put coins in there.
Tier scientists were running around saying, "Oh yes, we did. Yes, we did."
Hey guys, I gotta go.
That was weird slot.
Angus, pause the video. G is going.
You're behind. I know, I can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, dude. Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry. I've got to go. But it was fun being on today. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem, mate.
All right, I'll see. Yeah, y'all have a good night.
Okay. Right, okay, so we've got 40 minutes left. I'm hoping that Google doesn't fuck up anymore.
It's going to. You know it will. We're all gonna die, Angus.
This picture is with the new Hubble camera, and it shows that, in fact, if you take this angular distance out to Pluto and you translate it into the surface of the moon, we can, in fact, resolve the landing sites, the alleged lunar landing sites. And
wait, oh, you're taking a picture of Pluto?
Wait, what?
He said if you take a picture of Pluto and absolve it over the moon, you can work out the landing site.
That's an interesting strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way you would do this is you take the pictures at dusk when the shadows became very long. It would be a very hard thing for them to.
Okay, yeah, he is a piggy bank.
But anyway,
you cannot convince me that's not a coin slot.
Ching, 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 ching.
I'm also fairly certain he has a ball up his ass.
I swear, he's at a porn fucking festival or something. And they all came. He's there speaking about the moon and all these people in darkened room are busy fucking. I'm thinking, who the fuck's this thing?
Look at the incredible resolving power of this telescope we have here. Why have none of them done that? Because there ain't nothing there. And we get all kinds of excuses. We can't turn the telescope up there because
your finger.
All of a sudden we saw the full moon on a web page and on that web page, the entire full moon. With the Hubble Space Telescope, and you're telling me they
non-government agencies, non-government people have telescopes that are powerful enough to do this. Here's your picture to show it's false.
Yeah.
Kenny G.
Back to Kenny G. Or not.
On a quest for the trip to the moon.
BG, I miss him. His soft, confident beard.
Okay, Matt apparently had a relationship with Kenny G. Didn't know that.
The motive for the biggest lie put before. Why did NASA repeatedly?
It's missing a guy with a cowboy hat.
The ultimate game of badminton has commenced.
NASA spent gigantic sums of money during the 1960s.
Oh, Matt, you'll like this.
But most of it was spent on the ground, not in space.
I just got the Castle Ravenloft board game.
Many of which were manufacturing hardware for the military, made gigantic profits designing space vehicles and, more importantly, life-sized models of spaceships.
See what like when I get it, you know?
Huge stage sets resembling the lunar surface. Someone in NASA had realized that after taking billions of dollars from the American people, if they couldn't make it to the moon, they would fake it.
It's called Texas.
Because...
Obviously, you track somewhere that nobody's been before, you need to have a simulator.
Why would they fake it?
As closely as you can.
Right.
God, this is...
And here we see a section of the lunar surface created.
Oh, you know, I remember this guy from the bullshit episode on Moon Fakers.
Yeah.
He had the same fucking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And this should be taken into account with virtually everything that is discussed with the Apollo program. 400,000 people may have worked on the program in total, but none of them had a need to know more than his own job required. The people making the rockets didn't know what the people who were making the spacesuits were doing because they had no need to know about that. Their job was to make the best model and the best simulation of the lunar surface.
Look at me, I have pictures.
See your tiny little...
We have here the whole moon as one unit. It stands about 20 foot high. We have here behind it.
Is he designing like an oven or something? What the fuck is he doing?
And color in.
What you were saying. Show a camera pointing at the window of the lunar module as it's coming into land on the moon. Could well have been filmed previous to models.
That's right. It could well be. But what we are looking at.
They could be stuff or they are.
If they were actually taken on the lunar surface, or whether what we're watching is part of the simulation exercise and the training exercise. You'll notice here on these models there is a camera track. A camera starting at the
This is my favorite marker.
The moon.
My friend Ted gave it to me. That was before he died.
It's a simulation rig, the service module of the Apollo program. And you'll notice that the window here looks out onto here. There's another one here, the curve. These are the
what exactly is this supposed to be?
The lunar surface was projected as the craft made a simulated approach towards the lunar surface.
Is what we're seeing a mixture of fact and fiction?
It is fact, it is fiction. It's mixed together. I'll have to separate them until you examine it closely.
It's fact and fiction, did you just say? Interesting.
The only possible explanation for a light seen through the window of the spacecraft is the sun, which is the only bright light. It's not the sun.
Oh. What happened? Oh, he's gonna drop again.
Yeah, everything went all quiet. I was scared. I thought I died for a second.
Maybe
I was like, oh god, is this it? Is this death?
Maybe we both did. Maybe this is the afterlife.
Oh god, yeah, we're like together because we died at the same time. Would there be more people here though? Don't like hundreds of thousands of people die every second or something?
Yeah, but we have to die on the exact same moment.
That
would be an interesting concept for like a story. like if you die, that you end up living together with the people you die with.
That would be interesting. Like, yeah, the afterlife exists, but you have to. You're only in the afterlife with the people who died within an hour of that when you died.
Yeah, or a minute or something.
Google
3
this
hours,
task
like
again.
a new.
This time it took too long. It almost took long enough for me for the broadcast to stop before I got back in. I think we'll probably just call it here then.
Oh, okay.
Google's been a dick. Yeah.
No surprise
Google's been a
there.
dick, so I'm going to end it here. Don't know what next week's topic will be. We'll find out when I get back from training in England. Bye.
Bye.